check. If you go now, tell them it's back on. Tell them it's back on.
What's that? Did I break it?
No.
Where? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Are you leaving? Am I live? Still live. Yeah, we'll go. Alright, continue.
Okay, just a few technical issues being sorted out real quick. Apparently we had the names flipped on the screen. But for those who've been listening to the commentary, you probably heard the proper people with the proper characters and the proper scores assigned to the proper players. But now we have the right things on the screen. Legendary Ainsland is up 2 games to 1.
Anything you want to do, then press on sensitivity actually. Oh, yeah. Please, I beg you, name of God. Somebody depends on me. And the matter
Players are back on their seats, getting ready to go. The last game was won by Ainsland, so Sphinx does get the chance to change characters. We don't know if he's going to change or not. See what happens. Ainsland has to stay with Gal. Sphinx goes to K.I.D.
Hey, now he's off. Now he's online. Don't share it. Somebody should please share the link. It's up. Please share it now. Where is the link? It should be up. Just go to Goodway Gaming. It's very up. Goodway Gaming YouTube. Yes. You need to see SageFox. Or you can go to the link.
Thanks to all our viewers online watching us at the Goodway Gaming channel. Stream is coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria. Tournament organized by Goodway Gaming, the second season of the Clear Your Doubt series, Act 1, 2022. Currently on your screen, to your left is Sphinx using K.I.D, and to your right is Legendary Ainsland using Guile. Scores: Legendary Ainsland is currently up 2 games to 1. Sphinx has changed to one of his most notable characters, which is K.I.D. We'll see if he's able to bring things back, or if Ainsland is still going to be able to keep his lead. We're still in early stages. Just a quick reminder, it's a first to 10. Beautiful closeout with the V-Trigger EX boom from Legendary Ainsland's Gal. So once again, it's first to 10. Whoever gets 10 wins first wins the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep you posted, the match just got halted for now, put on hold at 2 games to 1. Legendary Ainsland up. There seems to be something that has come up, and Sphinx needs to quickly attend to that urgently. So what we're going to do is move on to the next matchup on our list, and then we'll come back to this one, see it through to the end. The next matchup on our list is going to be SageFox versus Trigger B. Just a quick recap. It's a first to 10. It's a long set format tournament. In each set, we're going to have first to 2 for each game that they play. That's what determines who wins. Eh? Oh, sorry. This is why you need to sleep before you start running commentary. There is no first to 2. It's first to 10 straight. So basically we have a first to 10, first to win 10 games wins in this Clear Your Doubt series, Season 2, Act 1, 2022. You can check out the first season on the Good Way Gaming YouTube channel. This held in 2020, or month of August in the year 2020. This is when COVID just started dying down.
Alexander.
And now we're having the second season for 2022, the first act. Long set, first to 10 wins. We have challengers and defenders in this Clear Your Doubt series. Right now, Icebox is going up against Trigger B. Icebox is your challenger on the left. He believes he is a better player than Trigger B. So they're going to have this first to 10 set to decide who is the better Street Fighter player. Okay, we can see 2 players on the screen. Icebox in red to your left, Trigger B in yellow to your right. Shout out to our sponsors, Game Evo, Tag Comics, YCaps, CSG, Fighters Connect, Go Connect Media, Beluch, Ignite, Icebox himself.
Degens.
I keep messing up that name. I'm gonna get stabbed eventually.
So this is a legendary ace-line joining Carlos Scopalo on stream.
Welcome, brother, to the casting box. We have our players ready to go.
Yep.
Ready to pull the trigger on their fight. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, what we're expecting to see from these players. Icebox has Luke, Alex, and Zeku. These are his most notable characters, while Trigger P is known to use Cody, Ed, and Alex. Icebox does use a variety of characters which he is very proficient in. He's pretty much an all-character user, even though we've seen him use Luke, Alex, and Zeku the most. He's very proficient with the entire cast. He's one of the best Tekken players in Nigeria, was #1 for 3 to 4 years straight. Trigger B is the one being challenged here. His Cody is very well known in the community. He tends to play a very confident play style where he takes his time, looks for errors, and capitalizes. He also likes to have high damage punishes. We hope to see some of those. Icebox starting with Zeku on the left, Trigger B with Cody. Sorry, Icebox on the right, Trigger B on the left. So we have Trigger B's K.I.D versus Icefox's Zeko. Both of them pretty much feeling each other out. This is the first round of the set. Remember, it's a first to 10, so the first few games don't really point to who's going to win, but it does give us a lot of information on how things are building up.
Just like we saw in the case of Streeetch and SageFox, with Streeetch taking the lead. We took the 4-0 lead, and then SageFox came from behind to, level up and win. So this is Icefox. So a little background story on this particular matchup. So Icefox, like Scopalo said, was or is a Tekken main. The Tekken player, very, very strong. Arguably the strongest Tekken player in Nigeria right now. And then he got into Street Fighter not quite long ago. And I think it was, I can't remember the particular tournament. He met, he played Trigger B, and then Trigger B beat him. The match was very, very close, like very close. So Trigger B won, and he wasn't really happy with the way he was beaten. Unlike when he plays dragons like Chooks and they beat him, he just said, no, this match has, like, I could have won. And luckily for him, the next week Cleared Out was announced, and immediately he threw the challenge. So that's why we didn't have it for like a month, and when we decided to come back, he came up and said, yes, I'm here now, let's go.
This is the time to do it. This is the time
exactly.
to clear the doubt. This is the time to do what I think I should have done the last time. Let's see if that happens. Right now, K.I.D has just taken the first game, operated by Mr. Trigger B, going up 1 game to 0. Shout out to Mr. Oku James in the stream. Welcome, brother. It's always good to have you in our streams. For those who don't know, Mr. James is one of the veterans here in the Nigeria FGC, taking people out left, right, and center until he moved. But he still stays connected to the family he has formed here, so it's always good to see him on the stream. Shout out to Mr. Abdulaziz as well on the stream, giving his support to Trigger B, actually. Of course.
To
Trigger B.
What do you expect?
Trigger B trains in his domain, so I mean they spend a lot of time together, so he's staying loyal to his compadre. And of course, Mr. James giving his support to Icefox. We'll see how this goes. Looks like Icefox is finding his way around things a little bit. Let's pay some close attention to this match and see exactly what's happening. Right now we have K.I.D filling him out, walking Zeko down little by little to the corner. Zeko not taking it. Has that jump in unanswered by K.I.D. Pushes back. Now he has him in the corner. Can he start that pressure and keep it? No. Zeko jumps out, pushes out. K.I.D not letting him out completely. Has that jump in, not answered. We have both characters sitting on full critical gauge. We'll see what happens next. We could see some explosive damage. Trigger B jumps into the corner and immediately jumps out. Keeps the pressure on. Lots of exchanges happening here, but I think both players rather, are trying to keep things as safe as possible, not committing to the confirms into bigger damage considering they had the resources to spend. I'm sure these two have done a lot of study on one another to form their respective strategies. During our pre-fight interviews, Trigger B did mention that he knew he was going to win. He expects it to be a very good match against Icebox. Gave him some kudos in how Icebox has developed in Street Fighter community. Like Ainsland mentioned earlier, Icebox is actually a Tekken main and a very good one too. Number one in Nigeria, probably for the last 4 years thereabout. Cleaning house there, and now he's looking to pick up Street Fighter and do the same here, but he has to climb the ranks. Icebox takes the second game, and now it's 1-1. Seems to be a back and forth so far. Both of them still feeling each other out. We'll see how this goes on the long run. Beautiful confirm coming in from Zeko. Icebox having the presence of mind to convert that. He decided not to extend it too much. K.I.D pulls out his knife. He's going to try and keep him in the corner. Packs up the pressure. Icebox's Zeko not going to stand there and take all the pokes coming in from Trigger B's K.I.D. And he's actually able to close out that round. Zeko taking the first round of this game. There's so much reward to be gained from pushing your opponent to the corner.
Yep.
So you'd notice every time they get a lockdown, they try to walk them in. They get some block strings to try and push their opponent backwards. But somehow each one is also trying to do the same or to come out from being pushed back. So these two have actually been playing a whole lot in the neutral game, trying to get 1 or 2 hits in, get some damage in, push them into positions where they can actually do big damage, such as what we see here coming from Icebox's Zeko with the critical art confirmed.
I personally think that Icebox has actually developed very much in the last few months, especially when after the release of Luke, he has been using Luke. At a point, I think Zeko was nerfed, and he was like, no, that there was too much effort and less reward using Zeko, and he dropped him. So, but you know, when Luke came, he said, he really liked Luke and started using Luke. And when this definitive update came and Zeko was kind of buffed in some aspects, so like, okay, I think let's go back to Zeko. I'm actually surprised he's not playing Luke, given that this is clear your doubts. And I mean, there's nothing like there's no shame if you use any character. Nobody is going to like it's because you use this character or use this character. I mean, nobody is being stopped from using any character.
I mean, it's in the game,
exactly.
So you use who you want.
If you don't like what one of my friends would say, them block your own pad, maybe you know choose the character. Yeah, it's true. So
but we also have to take into account the fact that this is a long set, and like we saw in the very first set that was played with I believe it was Streeetch that went from Ryu to Gil back to Ryu.
He takes that one. What? Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, he went from Ryu to Gil, back to Ryu before he now went to Evil Ryu. So, it was Kage. He used that at the end of the day. Kage. And he did say he wished he had picked Kage earlier. So he might be trying to feel out Zeko, or maybe he just wants to test and be like, you know what, I can beat you with not necessarily my main character.
Main character.
You know, so he's sure that his opponent has no more doubts when he has won. We don't know what goes through the minds of these guys, but so far Zeku seems to be working for him. He's 2 games up. He did win the last match that we saw there.
So after this match, we'll be having Ryu Apprentice VS NineFools. That's another hot match I would like to watch.
For sure.
Apprentice is trying to prove a point. And of course, Shegun, this time, there will be nothing like I was just playing or I was not using my main character. So. Okay, so Trigger B takes this round.
There are no excuses that clear your doubts. You lose, you snooze. Or you snooze, you lose. You lose, you lose. These two are heavy on the fundamentals right now.
Exactly. Nobody wants to commit. Nobody wants to commit because, I mean, committing would mean you're losing a chunk of life. And, I mean, right here now, any tiny life is something to work with as far as your character is still standing. Wow. So Trigger B levels it up 2-2.
So Trigger B is not gonna take it lying down and leave SageFox to just create a gap.
Of course, he also has something to prove. He has, I mean, if somebody comes from Tekken, comes into Street Fighter to come and beat you in a game that you're supposedly a master, just be rest assured that FLA will not hear the last of the story. He won't hear the last of the story. Like, so, and that's why I particularly like this. Like, nobody is going to say, "Oh, I was playing." If you're playing, then be ready to take the talk and the shame, you know, when it comes out. This player doubt. SageFox against Trigger B. Scores 2-2.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call here in Nigeria a family game. Where it goes back and forth, back and forth. You just can't say who the clear winner is going to be until the very end.
Well, that's the reason why we have fair or doubt. It's supposed to help us know who the real winner is. I just hope that this doesn't continue the family game method until it gets to 10-9.
Well, you never know.
Well, Stretch and Sphinx and Stretch and SageFox. I don't know if you say that is family game because it ended 10-8.
Oh, that was not a family game. That was torture.
Adaptation and readaptation.
That was a stranger's torture. Everybody at some point was rooting for both players.
Yep.
Just kept switching.
When it started, everybody was rooting for SageFox, but when it got to a point, I don't know if it was out of maybe pity or whatever, he started rooting for Stretch.
Oh, SageFox taking the next game, going up 3 wins to 2.
Proper family game.
In this best to 10 long set. Clear Your Doubt Season 2, Act 1, 2022. He gives up the corner. Cody trying to make something happen. Zeku going in. He confirms this time. tries to push the advantage, but got stopped by K.I.D with the V trigger pop. Zeku still goes in, gets the cross up, unable to actually close that out with a big damage confirmed, but he's able to do a jump in to grab to close out the round. These two continue to play pretty fundamental heavy strategies right now. Icebox deciding to do the delay wake up there, so I don't believe K.I.D saw that coming because he had no answer to it, but it didn't matter. Able to confirm into some good damage to close out that round. Let's see if it's gonna be 3-3 or is Icebox going to increase this to 4-3. The last match we had, the very first set that was played, we had a Fox in there and he emerged victorious. We have another Fox here trying to also do the same. Maybe not in the same fashion, but a win is a win. So he'll take his win how he can get it, and he's trying to get it. We do have two Foxes in the Nigerian FGC, both represented in the 2022 Play or Doubt edition. Very, very good frame trap from Icebox's Zeku. You can see that Icebox obviously went into the lab to study this character, most likely against K.I.D's strengths, in order to prepare for this match against Trigger B, because Trigger B is known to use K.I.D more than any other of his characters. He loves this character. Even when the character doesn't have like an outright good matchup, he sticks to him sometimes and still emerges victorious. But right now, Icebox seems to have come up with a winning strategy. However, we're still less than the first half of this set. They're not even up to 5 wins yet, and if the last set was anything to go by, we can't count any of these guys out yet. Good anti-air. Deco trying to get the defeat. Good presence of mind to keep his airwaves clear. The anti-air
nice,
was
nice,
on point.
Nice. You know, that move is actually very confusing, because when he spins, you don't know whether he's landing in front of you or behind you.
It makes it ambiguous.
It's very ambiguous. I often wonder if even Zeku players themselves know where he's going to land whenever he does it. Sometimes I feel they just, anywhere where it didn't happen, they will just, you know, yeah.
Anywhere belly face, as they say. Icebox doing very good work to keep Trigger B in the corner, keeping the pressure on. He does cross to the corner, but it pays off with some good damage hits. He has high stun on Trigger B. Trigger B is going to look to press buttons, which he does, trying to get his meter down for the guard break.
Wow.
He does that successfully, able to get a hit confirmed into critical art. It doesn't quite kill, but he does get the job done with a back throw.
That would be very painful. That's what you call stalling.
Painful exchange. Because Zeku pretty much had that. I was so sure Icebox was going to close that out. I made that mistake of being sure.
I think he was being too careful. He was being too careful, because if he had continued with the pressure, you know, at a point he stopped. He was trying to like maybe bait him to throw out his super. If he had probably continued with the pressure.
Beautiful cross up coming in from Icebox. He was able to convert some good damage out of that. Keeps the corner control, keeps the pressure in the corner with the overhead to take that round and take the game, taking it up 5 games to 2. So, wow. Icebox is looking to take this dominantly. The family game seems to be broken.
This is no longer a family game.
No more relatives, no in-laws, just strangers who know each other. Yeah, I know it's kind of an ironic statement.
Are we saying Ed? I think we're saying Ed. Oh, we're saying Ed. And Ed comes in.
It'll be interesting to see how Icebox adapts his game to respond to Trigger B's Ed. Trigger B likes to keep his opponents at bay with Ed, and then when you least expect it, he comes in, keeps the pressure on, drains you as much as he can. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull up one of his signature strategies against Icebox, who is playing a strong fundamental game, relying on his normals, getting some efficient damage out of his conversions, not overextending, staying safe, keeping corner pressure. Beautiful, not allowing Ed to start anything there, but Ed does the same to stop Zeko. Icebox gaining some space there. Compose and regroup. Ed trying to get something going. Icebox gets the cross off, unable to fully confirm that as he drops the combo. And Ed starts. What next? He pushes the pressure, keeps the airwaves clear. It's not going to allow him coming on him unanswered.
Oh,
Icebox trying
sorry,
not to lose this out.
We have to quickly take care of
trying to take this. Icebox closes
wow.
the first round.
And that's
of the
3
eighth
straight
game.
It seems Icebox is going for a normal. So for those that
By
don't
the way,
understand,
okay.
a normal in the Nigerian FGC is when somebody gives you 5 straight wins. So they call it normal. And it's not spelled normal. A lot of people usually miss the spelling. Normal. N-O-R-M-A-H. And then when they give you 10 straight wins, it's called an abnormal. And if it is 15 straight wins, it's called paranormal. So we've not coined
Which
the name
is what
for 20
SageFox was trying to do.
Yeah,
He was trying
SageFox wanted to do
he
an
got his
abnormal.
normal,
He did
but
a
he
normal.
missed out on his
It's abnormal.
abnormal.
Yeah. All right. So Icebox is still keeping this 3 straight.
Beautiful jump in.
That's it. And okay.
Trigger B did not respond to take Icebox out of the air there. He took the hit and lost the round. He's been pretty vigilant of his airwaves
like it's going to be
until
clear.
now.
Can't you see Icebox face so focused?
Very
He's not
focused.
even looking. No time. I mean, he didn't even look back to even like acknowledge someone greeting him.
He's here to work. He needs to get the job done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And so far, he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, and I really have to commend him. It's like, and you know, he's actually one of the strongest players in Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Also Guilty Gear?
He's actually like, if I'm not wrong, he's arguably the strongest. The only person who seems to give him any form of trouble is Panya, the young boy Panya, who uses Ed. That's Zato. But apart from him, like Icebox pretty much beats every other person in the game. So you could actually say he's dominant, very dominant in 2 games, and you know,
He's trying to add
very strong.
another
He's
one.
trying to add another one to the list. So, which I mean, that's very.
But let's see how it goes for him. His strategy seems to be working out so far.
So far,
he's
yeah.
stuck to his fundamental gameplay. It seems like he's increased his damage output as he's getting more and more confident in this matchup.
So, Lord Cinders, we see you. Lord Cinders say, "Omo Icebox still dey new."
The overhead paying off once again. Shout out to Lord Cinders joining us on stream.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Nuhu,
Wow,
who was
that's
unable
it.
to make it for this event.
And that's 6-3. So Trigger B is also trying to, you know, prove a point that, man, you just can't come into my game and just come and do me anyhow.
Well, let's see if he can keep it going, or if SageFox is just gonna say, "Yeah, I just gave you that
Just
one."
give you that one so that I will know your style. You know, some of these Japanese players actually do that. When you're, I know, I can't remember who did it. I think it was Mumuchi. There's a particular, they call it sandbagging. So there was a particular tournament he came for. The first round, he actually like played anyhow. Like people were even like, "What's this guy playing? What's this guy?" It was like that first round was.
Sorry,
just
but
to
that
download.
what
Oh,
just
I'm
happened
sorry.
on stream on the screen right now was phenomenal. SageFox put on the pressure, kept the pressure on. He got the corner control and would not let it go. His anti-airs were on point. His punishes were damaging.
Wow.
Like he's getting more and more confident in this matchup. He's playing fundamental heavy, but once it gets that damage, once it gets the hit in, now I'm seeing a lot of confirms into good damage. He's using his meter. He's not being too safe. Let me not say too safe. He's not being. He's not playing as safe as he was playing before. Sorry, you were.
Yeah, so I
you were
no, I was just referring to what we're thinking. Maybe if that's what SageFox is trying to do, maybe he used that round to kind of figure out
Feel him out.
Yeah, what he's trying to do.
I mean, we suspected the same thing happened between
SageFox and Streeetch, the first 4 games.
The first 4 games, because all of a sudden, what SageFox was doing was like the first 4 games. It just took him 1 game for 25% download. So after 4 games, it was at 100%, and it just went all out.
But I really have to commend Streeetch. I had actually written off that game at the 9th game, at the supposed 10th game, for Sage. I was like, oh. So I mean, there's
Kage had other plans.
There's something a friend of mine used to say. He says it's actually harder for those who are coming from, who are leading and then are being equalized, then for them to catch up again. It's always harder for them because at that moment it's like the first mess up your game plan. Wow.
Very good confirm.
Very good confirm.
Keep up the pressure.
Nice. Good anti-air, yeah.
Burns the meter to keep him off him.
Takes that.
My
He follows
turn.
up. Oh, he decides not to do anything. Nice. I didn't see that coming. Oh, that was painful. You could see it on his face.
Yeah, he really wanted to. He really wanted to take that
so
game.
this match is looking like he's swinging back forward.
The momentum is going
changing,
left and right,
it's
back
changing.
and forth. Okay. SageFox takes this round. He's just trying to stop the momentum that Trigger B is trying to build with Ed. Ed seems to be working out a little bit, but I still don't think Trigger B has been able to form a full strategy to counter SageFox yet. It's pretty much him capitalizing on errors that Icebox has been making with some failed reads here and there. However, let's see what happens. Good jumping, confirms to the super. It's gonna do some good damage. Let's see what happens after this animation ends.
Well,
what's it gonna be?
Trouble, because
Goes
now
for the
Icebox
grab.
has full resources, or almost full resources, to do what he wants to do. Yep.
Extend it. Walks him down. No mix-up attempt.
Nice. Who's gonna take this? Who's gonna take this? Nice!
Wow, Icebox with the unexpected slide from long range to take that round, take himself up 7-4, trying to shut down the momentum that Trigger B was trying to build there. He's 3 games away from taking this set. Remember, this set is a 10, first to 10.
Yep. When they beat you, no
long
excuse.
Set.
They beat you, they beat you.
Icebox getting a lot of support on stream.
Yeah, so like I said, you know, I think they consider him the underdog in this situation because they consider him the underdog because I mean because he's coming in from another game naturally. Wow, that is fun. Nice, perfect. Wow, I thought was vexing.
Somebody's riding the momentum waves right now.
I thought was vexing. Oh.
He really wants to leave no doubts uncleared.
Nice. Wow. Nice. Look at the damage. Wow.
But this
I was enjoying the flow.
This is one of the things about Street Fighter 5. Just because you're on the offense and you're doing a lot of damage,
All it takes is one.
You still need to keep in mind that your opponents can bust out an invincible reversal and shut you down. Scores 7-5.
7-5. Icebox in the lead, and Mr. Trigger B is trying to level it up. Good game. Okay, Trigger B takes that. Nice.
It looks as if Icebox is getting into his feels now. He's getting very comfortable. So Trigger B is now taking advantage of that, countering and doing some good damage when he catches Icebox off guard. Trying to get him to watch out a little bit more.
I was expecting that.
He pressed the button and he gets hit.
Wait, that means he did something.
Yeah, he pressed the button.
Press the button. Wow.
I don't know, was that on reaction? Was that a read?
Wow, if that was on reaction, then that's crazy.
That was mad right there. Trigger B trying to make something out of this, trying to keep Icebox at bay. Icebox staying on the offensive. Trigger B trying to find his way in. He gets a jump in, pushes him to the corner, starts the pressure, steps back a bit, comes back in, gets him to go all the way, and he switches around again. I was expecting that already. Keeps the pressure on, keeps the pokes on, gets the jump in, but not with the damage. Icebox trying with the cross up, it fails, gets jabbed out. Trigger B takes this round and that game. 6-5 for Trigger B.
7-6. 7-6.
Sorry, 7-6.
7-6.
7-6. Trigger B coming up, trying to tie it up. If he takes this match, he ties it up 7-7. Icebox trying to extend his lead.
Wow.
Both of them back to playing fundamentals, feeling each other out. Icebox.
I find it very commendable that Icebox still stuck to Zeku regardless. But honestly, I would have expected him to probably make the shift to Luke.
Honestly, I agree with you, but sometimes, you know, when you know something is working and you're seeing what you're doing wrong and also making adjustments when you can, it also helps you build and sustain momentum, which I think is why he hasn't changed. I think that was an obvious move he did there.
Maybe
so of
he
course,
has done the grab again.
Young Zeku being his go-to.
Yeah, because actually Young Zeku is better at I think close range combat. Max damage.
We have our spectators here having a really good time, just like our visitors on the stream. We thank you all for your time and support for the community and this particular event. Trigger B trying to get in, fails. Icebox switching him around, trying to get him back in the corner, but goes back to fundamental play. The B trigger, DP never fails. Closes out that round. Final round of this game. See what happens. Icebox gets the throw.
You notice that every time he keeps up the pressure, he tends to. I mean, look at this. It's like he confuses.
That was actually pretty good because there he actually stopped a bit, took a breather, saw what Trigger B was going to answer with, because normally he just went all in and got countered by Trigger B. But he didn't fall for it this time. Now Trigger B is the one
on offense.
On the offense, gets the crush counter, goes in for damage. What's the mix-up after this?
Nice.
Oh, he goes straight into the critical art.
Decent damage.
Keeps up the pressure.
Keeps up pressure.
How does Icebox respond? He jumps out of the corner, Can he mount any kind of pressure, or will Trigger be able to close this out soon?
This is
Now they're back neutral.
anybody
feeling
that
each other
touches
out,
the other is end.
looking to close
One touch
that
from
gap.
anybody is the end of this fight.
Notice Icebox has full meter, full trigger,
And
full critical art.
and he levels it up 7-7. Wow.
We did say it was a family game, right?
Back to the family game.
This has been a rather interesting match between these two. Icebox, considering
Keeping up
his
the
background, has been
pressure.
more than impressive in this particular game. Trigger B, remember, is the veteran that has been in the game for quite a long time. Icebox just picked it up not long ago and is doing pretty well with his Zeko against Trigger B's Ed. Lovely option to get out of the corner there.
Nice.
He continues it, goes to the front, unable to convert, goes back to neutral play. Now they're going to be searching for that hit within their damage range.
I actually would have thought he would have kept up the pressure. Oh, nice one.
What he did there was technically high level because he knew he needed to take that one step forward for the standing strong to connect. Beautiful presence of mind. So that goes to tell you he's not playing randomly, he's actually making good, smart decisions. Trigger B going into his
There's
trigger.
something I like Trigger B does a lot.
Critical art.
Anytime he is, he connects with like a DP move and he has critical art, he doesn't mind if that game is just starting.
Oh, lovely. He stayed all the way through, burnt the meter he needed to, kept the pressure, kept the damage high, kept the stun building until he got the stun to pop and closed out that round. Oh my.
Nice.
The back and forth between these two leaves you at the edge of your seat.
Nice.
Good. So difficult to know where that move is gonna land, front or back. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh,
And he's gonna pay. But how much of his health will he pay with? Ed goes for big damage. Finishes up with critical art. It will not kill, but it will be really close. Not so close. Tries to get that cross up. Now it's back to neutral. What happens next? Icebox trying to get. He whips the DP. Does it a little too late.
Wow.
Ed crosses over. Trigger B takes that round and that game, and finally goes up once again. 8-7. Trigger B is up.
Yep.
Trigger B not looking too bothered on the player cam there. Just he has this countenance around him like,
this
well,
is what we do every Tuesday.
these
To me,
kids,
it's Tuesday.
like these kids, we need to encourage them with a couple of wins. Let's have my cola nuts ready when I'm done. Icebox very serious, trying to get this done. He is the challenger.
But really, considering how the game has been going so far, I noticed that Icebox always, whenever he decides to drop the pressure, is when Trigger B actually, gets his own momentum going. Yes. But most times when he's like pressuring in the corner, pressuring, and Trigger B is on the defense, he's doing more damage, and I wonder why he stops sometimes. Even when, I mean, personally, I feel if you're in that kind of situation, even when the person has the super or he has full resources, I mean, keep pressuring because he knows that you know that he has full resources and that you might want to bait him to do it. So he will be more careful, not wanting to throw out those resources. I mean, it's like a mind game thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you go back and you create that space.
Oh.
Wow.
With DP once again.
Wow.
He's paid for that several times over. One thing I noticed earlier on from what you were saying, when Icebox was pressuring with Zeko and Trigger B was on the receiving end.
Oh, he missed it? He drops it.
Once it starts blocking, at some point it busts out an EX just to be able to get him off.
Exactly.
It seems Icebox is trying to bait, but the bait seemed to be a little bit obvious. So Trigger B is able to see that, use it to his advantage, and I think he's setting him up with that. There's a little bit of mind game going on between the two of them on a subtle level right now.
Nice. Wow.
Yes, Mr. James, a very entertaining match between Trigger B's Ed and Icebox's Zeko. It's been quite a delight watching these two go at it back and forth, not knowing exactly who's going to come out on top.
Like, I'm enjoying these guys' combos. I'm like,
it's like watching a Jackie Chan movie.
Wow, he saw that. Wow. You go feel that. That one touched his heart.
Wow. Wow.
This I have to admit, I have to agree with OJ. This match has been very, very entertaining. It's been very entertaining. And Ryu Apprentice says sweetness, and yeah. And before we forget, Ryu Apprentice is going to be getting into the Coliseum to
very soon.
Clear his own doubt too, to clear NineFools' doubt. I mean, I really appreciate that these players can, they actually came out to do this. I mean, without them, there will be no need for us. And for those watching, everybody watching, we're like, thank you. Shout out to everybody watching. Staying plus, why is Icebox not using Luke? I beg, ask him. That's the $1 million question.
We don't know, but I mean, he's been doing well with Zeko. I think he wants to prove a point with Zeko. He seems to have spent a lot of time in the lab. His fundamentals have been on point. His reactions have been good. Presence of mind with his anti-air has been good. His mix-ups have been on point as well. So it's just for him to avoid those whiffed DPs and few mistakes that he makes, which makes him take some serious damage. But we did expect him to use
nice.
But Icebox staying in the game.
Nice.
Trying to let everybody know we should stop asking him why he's not using Luke.
He wants to prove a point. Nice. And these two guys are combo machines. Nice.
Thank you all for your time today on the stream. And thank you also to our viewers live for taking the time to support us, be around us. This is the second match in Season 2, Act 1, Clear Your Doubt 2022. We still have 3 beautiful matches lined up coming up after this one. Actually, yeah, we still have 3. We have legendary Ainsland and Sphinx, which we had to put on hold due to an unexpected incident which is currently being taken care of. We have Ryu Apprentice going up against NineFools. That's coming up right after this one. Then of course we have the much anticipated Tequila Blood going up against Kevin the Kid.
I felt that. Mr. K.I.D is just looking so unconcerned.
I like calling him the kid. I don't know why he keeps trying to correct me and say K.I.D. K.I.D spells
looking
kid.
so unconcerned. Like, what are
You
these
know?
people doing? Let them just do quick and give me my money. Let me just do it.
Kevin, the Niger FGC pretty boy.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's nice. 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 See what I mean? At once he keeps up the pressure, there's always that.
V-shift. Unable to get anything out. He gets the crush counter.
Combo.
Trigger B going for big damage.
Yes,
It doesn't drop the combo this time. I
that's it.
spoke too soon.
He drops it.
I spoke too soon.
That is
Icebox takes it.
Icebox on 9.
8-8.
That's
That's 8-8 or 9-8. Is that me missing something?
sorry.
8-8.
No, that's 9-8. I'm sorry, correct. 9-8. 9-8. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Our scores updater forgot to update the scores.
Our man updating the scores is busy watching the match and
It's so
getting entertained instead of doing his job.
We apologize for that. The guy forgot to update his scores. So the 9-8, and that's Icebox.
Don't worry, we put blinders on him so he can't watch the match anymore. Though he ripped open the blinders saying he must watch this match. It's too entertaining. He doesn't even know what is going on right now. Trigger B with Ed going ham with some serious damage. He stays in, keeps the pressure on. Let's see what Icebox is able to do in this corner. Can he come out? Can he mount his own pressure? He takes his time, watches him out, feels him out. Trigger B dashes up and grabs, telling him you can't just sit there and do nothing. I'm building up my meter. Now he has full critical out. Icebox has his V trigger. Can also get
I saw that coming.
good damage from Berman. Walks him down, tries for the meter grab and fails. Timing was off.
I thought he was actually going to go with the CA after he got him with that kick.
Yeah, it was an EX that he used, so that burns his meter. He didn't have the meter before he got it, but he built the meter in the combo. I don't think he noticed it because I expected he would do exactly that too. Now that is some calm gameplay right there from Icebox. Icebox, of course, trying to finish this match here, though he's still down and round. Trigger B trying to tie it up once again. Gets the hit, goes for the damage. This time he doesn't drop it. Pushes, still pushes. Gets him into the corner, crosses up, fails, follows up, unable to confirm.
Wow.
Gets the throw.
Nice.
Did he get him? No, there was no button pressed and it pays dearly for that.
And that is 9-9. Ladies and gentlemen, we have final game.
Definition of a family game,
family game. At the end of the day, you said it in the beginning. It's a family game.
The definition of a family game. I guess it's going to go down to the wire as well. Let's see what happens.
Wow. I mean, we should see the faces of the two players. Icebox is thinking now, should I just go with Luke? Should I just be honorable and continue with Zeko? Oh, he continues with Zeko. So let's see.
Wow, he stayed committed to Zeko. This man obviously went into the lab and saw something. He must have a reason for not using Luke, which we all know him for. I guess he found something in Zeko, which was his first character anyway. So it only makes sense that he goes back to him. Sphinx also went back to Kage after he got a little bit of love in the changes. Beautiful.
Look at the pressure. Look at the
sequence going there.
You see what I mean? Once he keeps it up.
But can he close this out? Yes, he does. He has one more round on this
match. Tournament point.
Doubt point.
Doubt points.
This is doubt points.
CYD points
for Icebox. Of course, Trigger B is going to try and stop him, but Icebox is having
already
none of that right now,
half bar.
pushing him out, pushing the pressure. He lets him rest a bit. Goes for the critical art immediately. He can build another one.
He doesn't waste it. Anytime he has that, he's always going for critical art.
Good damage on it too, so I don't blame him.
Nice.
Good conversion from Icebox. Goes for the grab. Smart.
What's he gonna be? What's he gonna be?
He keeps breaking in with that move every time. Very good presence of mind to reach that jump and take him out of the air. Taking this round 2 games to 0. Beautiful game coming in from Icebox there, who decides to clear the doubt in the air. The challenger takes the game. So we've had 2 games now, and the 2 challengers have actually been the ones who won the game.
They've actually cleared the doubt of the
like, do you doubt my improvement? Do you doubt my growth? Do you doubt my power?
Nice.
I can take you out in the presence of the world on stream.
Nice.
At Goodway Gaming, Season 2, Act 1, Play Your Doubt 2022.
Nice.
We hope you're all having a lot of fun like we are.
This is I really enjoyed this game. So we're gonna have them come quickly to
wow, I can't wait for the interviews. I cannot wait to hear what was going through these guys' minds.
Mr. Icebox,
their blood is still pumping right now. Icebox going through his notes, trying to see why that was so close. Icebox, can we have you here real quick, please?
Yeah. That was a very lovely fight. Okay, can you just shift?
Welcome, Icebox. That was a lovely match. Nail biting, a family game, of course, but a beautiful one at that. You stuck to Zeku for whatever reason. First and foremost, so that people on stream don't have my head, the first question I have to ask you: why Zeku?
Luke is free.
I would say Zeku because after playing Luke for a while, right, it just felt stale. Like I wasn't really feeling the vibe anymore. And anytime you win, everybody's like boo, that kind of thing. Because they're like, why won't you win? You're using Luke, right? So I was like, and again, it just felt like the Zeku was just at the point that he wasn't going past that level anymore. So I was just like,
Bottom line,
let me just go back to my Zeku that I was comfortable with and just see what happened. And going back to Zeku, it just felt like putting on old gloves. Like, it just felt natural. So I was like, Zeku is for me. So now, Luke, now me.
We certainly loved seeing you go back home. Zeku is the character that you first fell in love with when you started playing Street Fighter V. You're looking for dominance here. You're dominating Tekken. I heard you're now dominating Guilty Gear. I don't know if these guys are going to let you take Street Fighter V, but I mean, you seem to be rising up the ranks. Now you've cleared your doubt with your arch enemy, Trigger B, right now. I don't know if you're going to be looking for new enemies down the line.
No, I still have someone I want to play.
Oh, good. So there's a lot that is going to be happening. Another question we have for you with regards to your strategy. What do you think you did where you dropped the ball? Do you think you dropped the ball anywhere? What was it you wanted to do that you didn't like that you were unable to execute?
Okay, because of Zeku's inputs, there are a lot of times when sometimes it feels like I'm too fast and it doesn't register. Okay, because like you do a combo, then you want to switch from old to young, you now have to go down, light punch, medium punch. So there are many times like I'll do it and the buttons don't register, so it just looks like I'm teabagging him.
I did see that. Yes, I did see that.
And I'm like, oh shit. Then sometimes I do the combo and I want to do a V skill to transformation and he's just standing there and just looking. So most of the time, especially that game I was supposed to win, that I did the EX combos, then I went with him in the air. I actually did an EX command grab, but a hard punch in the air just came out, and I lost that game, and I was like,
But is there anything you saw from Trigger B that you did not expect?
I expected everything, but I did not expect him to go back to Ed.
Ah.
Because he had played me with Ed, and I beat the Ed then, right? Then he was like, he brought Cody, and the Cody was bodying me for no reason, because I did not know that like 80% of Cody is normal that works. I didn't know, so anytime I get poked and I'm blocking, I'm like, challenge. But apparently, it was just like, I didn't understand the matter, so he stopped with Cody. So all the time, like, okay, Cody it is. So coming back here, all I wanted to see was Cody. But later on, after playing the Cody and then I won him like 5-2 or something like that, before he now switched to Ed, that was when I was like, okay, what is happening? Like, I know Ed can be close, but this close, no, man. So that was the only part I was like, I wasn't expecting.
It all worked out in the end. We enjoyed every moment of your battle with Trigger B. It was beautiful fundamental game that we saw starting off. You guys were very masterful. Thank you so much for being on season 2, act 1 of Play Your Doubt. Now we go on to Mr. Trigger B to have a quick chat with Trigger B, see how he feels. Is there salt? If there is, how much of it? Welcome, Trigger B. It's good to have you on our seat. That was a lovely match that you played with SageFox. The challenger actually took the victory. How do you feel about the outcome of this match?
I feel horrible. Someone has to go over the win.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Where would you say your strategy failed?
Well, my strategy was actually working. Because he was playing more ground game. And at the point he started withdrawing. He was only coming at me when I was at the corner. And he was playing better than me. He was pretty more damage. But the only problem is that I was just taking my time and playing with him because I know that eventually combo fix usually breaks down. No matter how good he is, combo fix will usually break down.
But is there anything you saw in his gameplay that surprised you, that you did not expect?
Yes, I was surprised to see the amount of time and training he has put into himself. That is actually a character I find it hard to adapt to. And in his SageFox, he played very, very well. That is, he's one of the players I played that put me into serious pressure at the corner. I was seriously guessing when he was hitting me left, right, and I'm mounting pressure here and there, and you just have to take out of the box to get out of the corner. So yeah. I would say he has been greatly.
Well said, because I remember even during your pre-interviews, you did mention that SageFox had been improving, and but you were not going to give him any chance. Apparently, he wasn't also going to give you any chance. We saw the results. Doubts are cleared, so it means it's going to be till another time. But as far as season 1, season 2, it's like season 1 was so delicious. I keep talking about season 1. Season 2, Act 1, Play Your Doubt 2022. Thank you so much, Trigger B, for being here with us. And speaking about the pre-interviews, the pre-match interviews, we're going to cue that in while we take just a short break before we go into the last 2 matches. Okay, actually, we have 3 more matches coming up because we did stop one halfway for someone to sort something out real quick. But we still have the Tequila Blanc match coming up against Kevin the K.I.D. Kid. Kevin the Kid, but he doesn't like me saying that. We still have that match coming up, and of course Ryu Apprentice VS NineFools is going to be the next match we have. But first of all, we're going to go into the pre-interviews so that we can hear what everybody had to say. Pap Jolem back on the seat with me. We're going to a short break. When we come back, we're going to the pre-interviews. Thank you so much for being with us. Stay tuned. We will be right back with action. Shout outs to our visitors on stream, Cinders, Ryu Apprentice, Oku James, Same Plus. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. Abdul, everybody else that has been on stream, we thank you for your support, your time with us today. Shout out to all our sponsors who came together to make this happen by putting together funding, logistics, equipment, tripod itself. We have green screen gaming, Sophie dry cleaning and laundry, Icebox, Beluch, Unite. I said it right this time. White Cap, of course, I.O. Hayes. All of them have come together to make this happen, make this a reality. And of course, those of you on stream, as well as our live viewers here on venue. We will be right back in a few minutes. Thank you so much. Alright, time to watch the interview. Ryu Apprentice interview, pre-fight interview. A wonderful one at that. So stay tuned for that.
Hello, and how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right then. So what's your name, and who are you playing against in this Clear Your Doubt series?
My name is Ryu Apprentice, and today I'm playing none other than Nine.
Hello, and how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right then. So what's your name, and who are you playing against in this Clear Your Doubt series?
My name is Ryu Apprentice, and today I'm playing none other than NineFools himself. The only authentic Chong Li in this side of Africa.
Interesting. Any predictions of the outcome?
Predictions? In my heart of hearts? 10 straight. But that's not going to be interesting to watch though. So I'm going to be fair to the fans, make it a 10-8 or 10-9.
Just to make it interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So to achieve this, do you have any strategies up your sleeve that you plan to use?
In the history of Honda heritage, there's only been one strategy ever used. The Unga Bunga strategy. Where nothing works and everything works as well.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing your match against your opponent today.
It's gonna be one hell of a match.
Thank you.
So that was the first of the pre-match interviews. Excellently timed too, because the next match is between Ryu Apprentice and NineFools. Would be nice to get the playback of NineFools pre-match interview as well, so that we can see what these two had to say before their match started. However, keep in mind, NineFools and Ryu Apprentice, they've known each other a long time. They're sparring buddies. Ryu Apprentice, a veteran in the game, goated in Street Fighter 4, stopped playing when Street Fighter 5 launched, or just before Street Fighter 5 launched. Now got back into the scene about 3 to 4 months ago. And we're going to have a matchup between the two of them. So let's have a look at NineFools interview.
Hello, and how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right then, so what's your name and who are you playing against in this Clear Your Doubt series?
My name is Ryu Apprentice.
Looks like
Yeah, we just had a little bit of.
we had a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah.
So that was just the black cat walking by. That's why you saw the same thing.
So we'll have NineFools interview up very soon. But nonetheless, while we wait for the media team to cue that up, so what do you think? Having watched what has happened so far, the matches that have gone down, what do you think? Has all your prediction come true? Definitely not the way I thought it would be in terms of the first match, the first game, Scratch versus SageFox. I thought Scratch would take it. Almost looked like he was going to, but it was SageFox stood his ground and clutched it out. So what do you think?
I actually had no predictions for this tournament. I thought about each matchup and I couldn't confidently stay behind anyone saying this person will win, because each fighter is strong in their own right, and the rivalry between some of them goes so far back. They know each other very well, so a lot of these matches could go either way. But if there's anything that has shocked me the most, is the very last match, which is Icebox versus Trigger B. Icebox has grown so much, so very much. So I'm really happy to see that happening. That's two people who have just come into Street Fighter 5 very recently, climbing up the ranks really fast, himself and Ryu.
Hello there, sir.
So let's listen to
How are you today? And could you tell us who you are and who you're facing off against today?
Okay, my name is K.I.D, aka NineFools. I'm fighting with Ryu Apprentice.
Okay, so any predictions on the outcome of that match?
I'm not too sure because Apprentice is really heavy on data, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to outweigh him with my plus attacks since I'm using Chungu.
Okay.
So I'll also try to zone him out. So I'm looking at least 7-2, 7-3.
Okay, it looks like you already have your strategies planned out and just looking to go ahead and execute. That is wonderful. We look forward to seeing your match later on today, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks for being here.
And there you have it. NineFools.
Why are you coming up with the flu? Just because we got out of COVID?
I don't know. There's been so many electrifying moments today. So before I go into NineFools, I did say one of my most surprising or shocking moments was Icebox's performance. But the high point for me today was the very first match. The second one had a lot of back and forth, and it was very interesting. But coming from 4 straight to your opponent, going 9 straight, and then you almost coming back 6 straight to win before your opponent win, that was just devastating. So it's been a memorable day so far. it's just been nail biting all the way. And this match is not going to be any different. Because Ryu Apprentice, yes, we know he's going to play Honda. But he's been dabbling with Ken. I don't know if he's going to break out the Ken at some point. But that E-Honda is definitely going to start.
Definitely.
Because if anything, both of them are here because NineFools has been running away from playing his E-Honda with his Chun-Li. So he didn't just call out NineFools. He called out NineFools Chun-Li against his Honda. Like, you can't run away with her every time. Every time they've played before now, he's always playing him with Sakura or maybe with Ed or something like that. But today, we're going to have that Chun-Li versus E-Honda. And I myself am looking forward to it. I also want to know if his One Heart's Desire is going to land.
Well, it's a long set. I believe the One Heart's Desire will land.
Oh, by the way, the One Heart's Desire for Ryu Apprentice is a fully charged V-Trigger 2. Or is it 1? The headbutt. As both players get ready, you can see on the player cam, Ryu Apprentice on the left with the fight stick, NineFools on the right, and the green top. On the actual fight screen, we're going to have NineFools Chun-Li on the left. Ryu Apprentice, I did say he might break out a Ken. Looks like he wants to start with it. I was about to be disappointed. He went to E-Honda. He was teasing me. So he's going to be E-Honda for Ryu Apprentice on the right. NineFools on the left with Chun-Li on the fight screen. Shout out to our stream audience. Zaffarino on site.
The world-renowned Sagat, Zaf.
A very frequent visitor to our streams in the Nigeria FGC, giving us a lot of support. We do appreciate the support, sir. This fight about to go down. Checking their buttons, making sure everything is set. There will be no excuses. These two, I have been waiting for this match for quite some time because Ryu Apprentice has been looking forward to play these Chun-Li for a long time. Now he gets the chance to do it, and it's on the way. Apprentice staying back as the brick wall E-Honda is, not wasting time. Beautiful air-to-air coming in from NineFools. Apprentice responds with the command grab. NineFools not ready to take on the pressure. Pushes him back with the V-trigger. Starts the fireball game. This is one of the things Apprentice doesn't like. He tends to always say he doesn't like playing fireball characters, but maybe he found a solution to be able to handle them, considering he did call out a fireball character. Gets the crush counter, goes in with good damage, drops the combo, doesn't go for the full charge. I think he would have hit it there though if he had charged it. Good reversal, and he hits his One Heart's Desire, the fully charged V-trigger headbutt.
And you can see NineFools smiling, say, okay,
you landed
did
it.
The first damage? Okay, let's go at it.
I've never seen someone so invested in proving people wrong about a certain move that people can actually eat the fully charged E-Honda V-trigger headbutt. NineFools poking away, trying to get his chip damage. No punish. Good jumping from Apprentice, converts to hands, steps back, and comes back for the grab for the win.
The V reversal, the punish in itself.
Ryu Apprentice taking the first game. Ryu Apprentice, the challenger. NineFools, the man that does not want to give the win to Apprentice. But we'll see how this goes. A quick reminder, this is a first to 10 set in Season 1. Season 2. I'm going to get my head blown off eventually. Season 2, Act 1, Clear Your Doubt 2022. First to 10. We've had 2 matches go down already. This is the 3rd. We have 2 more lined up right after this one. The much anticipated fight between Tequila Blunt and Kevin the K.I.D. is coming up next. Legendary Ainsland versus Sphinx will come up right after that one. NineFools taking their round. Beautiful anti-air, keeping his airwaves clear. Powers through with the headbutt. V reversal, keeping him at bay, stopping the pressure. Ryu Apprentice reads properly. Doesn't drop his combo this time. What's the pressure? Ooh. Reversal. Gets the crush, dash in, juggles, belly flop, fully charged, eats it once again, into hands, touching her up till she died, taking the second game of this set. Second round, sorry. Both players looking pretty good. No form of dominance established. Remember, they know each other well. They know each other's habits. It's going to be down to reactions, strategy, game plan, and execution. Cross up red properly. Still takes the throw. Crouching, empty jump into crouching light to take the first round, or rather first game for NineFools, tying it up 1-1. Remember, these two have other characters as well that they can pull out. Winner stays on his character, the loser has the opportunity to change characters. Ryu Apprentice does have a pocket scan that I doubt he will bring out, but NineFools has Ed, Sakura, and Gal that he could bring out. However, this Clear Your Doubt is not just between NineFools and Ryu Apprentice. It's between NineFools E Honda and Ryu Apprentice's, NineFools Chun-Li and Ryu Apprentice's E Honda. NineFools has kept this Chun-Li away from E Honda ever since Apprentice has been back in this fighting game scene, playing Street Fighter V about 3 to 4 months ago. But now, nowhere to hide. Clear your doubt, bring it out. Ryu Apprentice, the challenger, trying to take this set between the two of them, a first to 10. To clear their doubts. NineFools always quick on the V. Always quick on the V reversal, just to stop Eonda from building up pressure and getting chip damage going. Good anti-air, good presence of mind to watch his airwaves with a neutral medium to keep him out of the air. NineFools takes the second game. goes up 2-1. NineFools playing Chun-Li on the left, Ryu Apprentice playing E Honda on the right. Both of them playing neutral right now. Fundamental gameplay, nothing crazy. Footsies. Good jumping. Read on the fireball. Gets good damage, but unable to continue the pressure. Once again, the V reversal. Pretty quick in NineFools' hands. And there you go again with the V reversal. Ryu Apprentice trying to get him from the air over and over. NineFools takes the round. Takes the overhead. Ryu Apprentice trying to figure something out. NineFools taking health little by little. Ryu Apprentice gets the cross up, doesn't convert. NineFools with the reversal. He is just not letting E Honda build any kind of pressure. Apprentice trying to make something happen. Same on both sides. That V reversal never wastes time to come out from NineFools. EX headbutt, keep her out of the air, stop her bullying. Whoa, that was close. Good air to air exchange. And Ryu Apprentice with a wake-up grab to take that round. Goes down to the final round to determine this particular game. Shout out to all our supporters and sponsors. Square Pixel, Fighters Connect, Game Evo Lounge, the venue for which this second season Act 1 of Clear Your Doubts 2022 is taking place. Go Connect Media. Of course, the entirety of the Nigeria FGC. Tag Comics, CSG, Safi. OJD Studios, of course, in the house. YCAP here as well. Of course, not forgetting D-Knight, Beluch, Icefox, Sophie Dry Cleaning and Laundry, Green Skin Gaming, and Ike. Thank you all for your support. Today's gameplay is brought to you by Goodwill Gaming. Match you're watching is between NineFools Chun-Li and Ryu Apprentice's E Honda. Current scores: 3-1. NineFools is up. You'll notice that NineFools is willing to use that V reversal every time he can. He's not really looking to build that V reversal meter. He just wants to stop E Honda from building any kind of pressure by any means necessary. He doesn't want to take any kind of chip damage. Get some good damage in there. Stops, gets the EX, and the overhead connects this time. Ryu Apprentice has been able to read that and react to it in the past, but not right now. Good read on that initial exchange. V reversal once again, dashing up, unable to convert. Beautiful anti-air. Ryu Apprentice back to the corner. Bottom bomb successful. Gets in for the grab. What next? NineFools coming in. Hits the EX headbutt. Headbutt stopping the lightning legs from Chun-Li. Chun-Li sitting on a good chunk of field reversal meter, so she's definitely going to stop anything Ryu Apprentice does, and she does follow up with a throw to take the 5th round of the match, going up 4 games to 1. Good follow up with a headbutt. Gets her into the corner. Can he keep the pressure on? NineFools coming out with Chun-Li. Does the crossover jump. Ryu Apprentice is trying to make something happen. NineFools keeping him at bay. Stopping any attempt to build up any kind of pressure on him. Good V-shift decision from Ryu Apprentice, but very good answer coming from NineFools, and a good read on that V-shift to punish it correctly and take the win with the EX leg. They jump in from Ryu Apprentice, anticipating the fireball, unable to make much damage out of it. Looks like Ryu Apprentice was building up some momentum there, but it's shut down by NineFools. NineFools still in B trigger, now it's gone. Ryu Apprentice trying to gain a little bit of breathing room. Successful EX headbutt. No anti-air there. Closing the gap one way or another. Ryu Apprentice looking for a way to get in. Chun-Li has the life deficit, but she is still dangerous, but not for long. We're going to the final round of this game. Very good decision. Ryu Apprentice crossing to the other side, pushing NineFools to the corner. Now he has corner pressure. Is he going to be able to keep it though? NineFools getting out with the jump stomps. And now he's out of the corner, out of pressure zone. Now he's mounting pressure of his own, pushing Ryu Apprentice closer and closer to the corner. Apprentice gets the cross up, but it's punishable when it crosses up. NineFools, 2 grabs in, going in for some fundamental counters there. Ryu Apprentice with his V trigger, good counter hit, confirmed for the win.
So does this look like what happened between SageFox and Streeetch?
I mean, I don't know. Let's see if they can get it even. It's still 4 games to 2. So we'll see if they can get it even. Maybe we'll have another family game. I'm not expecting a family game showing from these two though. But then again, anything can happen, right?
Yes. Very technical match where both players seem to understand the importance of every single frame and what kind of advantage it may give you and what kind of disadvantage you may be in. NineFools doesn't want to have any form of plus advantage giving to Honda and making
Excellent
sure
work from NineFools. This is why he is known as Peche Peche. He will press those
keep pressuring.
those
He
three
keeps
frame
pressuring.
buttons all day.
He's putting in so much pressure to make sure Honda has no space to execute.
He will steal turns from you if you don't use your turn in time. Apprentice trying to establish some kind of momentum here. Looks like NineFools has gone back to burning his V trigger as quickly as possible, just to stop any kind of pressure. Good punish. Keeping the damage going. Apprentice unable to convert there.
He's poking away.
One more hit.
Wow.
Unable.
Just
Get
before
out of dodge.
the anti-air comes out, the headbutt anti-air comes out.
It kind of reminds me of when Ryu Apprentice played against that Rashid in the last gamer tournament just a month ago. Kept him locked down in the corner. But let's see if he's able to find a solution for Chun-Li, because Chun-Li is no Rashid.
Have the Kara cancel into hands, trying to look for new ways to get in against this Chun-Li. Seems like Shegun is no newcomer to playing Honda. How much more can I say for Ryu Apprentice against the Chun-Li?
Though NineFools' experience against Honda, when it comes to top Hondas, I would say is mostly from Nuhu, and Nuhu's E-Honda gameplay is very different from that of Ryu Apprentice. They also use different V skills and V triggers as well.
Yeah.
So we don't know if he's quite how familiar he is, rather. We don't know how familiar he is with this particular Honda playstyle. But let's see how he does. So far he's holding his own. He is up 3 games. So that's 5-2. See if he can take it all the way.
We have in the chat Nuhu also alluding to the fact that Shegun has a lot of experience with Honda. And he feels that aside from V trigger and V skill, there's nothing new Honda wants to bring into this matchup.
Apprentice though has a very funky play style with his E-Honda, which for some reason he hasn't really shown here. He has a way he uses E-Honda that tends to seem random, even though it's not. Maybe he'll break it out eventually. I don't know if he's testing the waters.
But apparently, he's not been given the space to play it.
No space to work. Stay in your lane. Oku James seems to think this is one-sided.
These normals are more priority than Honda. So he's Chun-Li is stoking Honda out with the normals, pokes and all. A lot of damage being lost to pokes, wake up, crouching lights, air to air, anti-airs, V trigger, V reversal when Honda is about to establish a position to create pressure.
Chun-Li does have superiority when it comes to normals between these two, so it's not surprising to see NineFools playing to that advantage as much as he can. But these two are still playing a very, very solid fundamentals game. They're not doing anything crazy, staying with the textbook gameplay and executing it properly. Good damage, good setup. What's the follow-up? Apprentice will just wake up, full charge, gets baited, gets punished.
Whoa! He anticipated a jab or something and wanted to punish that, but I guess NineFools has understood a little bit of those EX headbutts. He has eaten a couple of them. Again, he was full, and he needed to expunge some by punishing one.
These two have been in the lab for quite a while and have really upped their game over time. It's good to see NineFools Chun-Li out and about once again. I think he's about to tell Ryu Apprentice, I only didn't bring out my Chun-Li against you because I wanted you to learn.
Well, this is a hard matchup.
For Honda, right?
Yes, it's a hard matchup
Yeah.
for Honda.
Plus, when you add the fact that Ryu Apprentice is still trying to figure out how to deal with fireball characters, and then he's going up against someone with superior normals, very good anti-air. Let's see what he does. He's still in there, still fighting. We have seen someone come back, and take the lead from way behind. Maybe we're gonna see that here. I don't know, but let's stay tuned. Keep watching the action.
It can happen. Ryu Apprentice is exploring the hands option. But
ooh, that was a missed opportunity there. If he had used this heavy rather than the light.
NineFools is also making sure he's checking quickly with the light. Far-reaching normals, making his...
That's what he lives for. Peche peche. That's what he lives for. Very good conversion there. Ryu Apprentice trying to stop the pressure. Not too successful.
Whoa,
but
lovely.
able to
Medium.
clutch out the win somehow. He puts another W on the board, and now it's 6-3.
2 wins in a row. He's getting to have some understanding of how Chun-Li plays.
We think.
Well, until something changes from Chun-Li again.
Because that last one was a little lucky, I would say. Oh, why didn't he continue that though? Oh, no meter. Sorry. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself.
Wow, nice punish.
Out of nowhere.
Chun-Li wants to control the air, land.
Ryu Apprentice seems to be leaving Chun-Li to just go back to normal positions before he attacks again. Okay, this time he actually followed up with setup. He just eats that reversal. Good jump in. Ooh, he should have expected that. And there you have it. I think that round was simply experience on the part of NineFools.
Honda is alluding that they play as much as 70 games every time they play, so it's evident that NineFools understands Honda's play, knows what buttons to use in counter of Honda's likely buttons. Hardly ever falls to the butt slams.
That was a very poorly timed jump in. Ryu Apprentice also seeming a little too button happy as well. No longer able to see the overhead. Wow.
Just again,
that
she gets hit and she grabs.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're still gonna see that happen again. Chun gets hit. Chun gets the grab. And she wins with a grab. 7-3. Ryu Apprentice having fun. NineFools having fun. These two are friends and rivals. Oh, very good confirm.
A rare jump from NineFools as well. A very rare jump. He seems to be playing the land and only jump when he needs to punish a jump from Honda. Just after the whiff got in, he executes an EX legs. Wonderful, wonderful. Exploring the hand option.
Oh, just grab. I don't. Why is Ryu Apprentice getting grabbed on those jump
Wow.
Oh, beautiful autocorrect from Ryu
Lovely
Apprentice
anti-air punish.
with the anti-air EX headbutt.
Yeah. He's taking no chances, taking no prisoners. KO straight. And I like the mix-up NineFools is putting in. And sometimes when he airs to airs Honda and does the side switch, he goes for the jab damage, or sometimes he mixes it with a grab. So you never really can tell. Why you're expecting the button hits, he's grabbing.
Also, he seems to have trained Apprentice, because Apprentice is not going for chip damage as much as it was in the beginning. With all the V reversals coming in from NineFools, now he's not even attempting it anymore.
Yeah, because the chip damage they were hurting him. There was one round where it was the chip damage that allowed the throw to give NineFools the particular round. So he's very much aware of that.
Getting out of the corner easy. Apprentice takes her all the way back again.
Oh, really? Wow. Woke up with that light
reply.
and canceled it into legs immediately.
The Peche reply.
How quickly he executes that and makes sure.
Apprentice trying to build something here, but he does have the life lead. This is the final round of this game. Lands at the back. NineFools unable to punish.
Whoa! Attempted punish. He gets hit.
Not going to let him start anything at all. If he has the V reversal meter, he will use V reversal.
And it came down to a throw. Yeah,
that works.
Yeah,
well.
sometimes where you need the breather. Just walk in, grab, and it works.
If anything, him going for the pressure over and over is now paying off with these grabs as well. Because NineFools is expecting him to go hands or try with the heavy punch into hands. But now he's done the walk-up grab, I think 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah. So now he's giving NineFools something to
very
think about.
good deep cross up there. Good damage.
But NineFools, as expected, as he's known for, wake up, legs, light, confirms into legs.
I wonder if Apprentice is going to take note of that and actually bait it at some point.
So I'm wondering how.
Very good confirm. Good damage. Goes for the grab and whiffs. NineFools resetting into fundamental play on the neutral ground. Apprentice establishing pressure.
Great.
Even I did not know where that was going to hit.
If you notice, the lack of use of V reversal cost NineFools this round. His V gauge is filled up, didn't reversal, got all the hits. One of the reasons why you see him making sure nothing is established, any pressure, get back.
Ryu Apprentice fighting out of the corner now. Pushed back in by NineFools. NineFools not letting him come out from the air. Unable to convert. Good crush counter.
Oh,
and that reversal every time. If the opportunity exists, he will do it.
wow.
I can walk up and throw too.
Exactly. I return the favor. Thanks for the first walk-up grab. I do mine and take the round. Unexpected EX comes out just when you're about to take your turn. Okay. See, the gray health. Gray health is working a lot for him. He's taking a lot of damage from Honda with that gray health. And he somehow managed to utilize his V gauge such that when he needs the
V reversal.
No, the V trigger activation on unsafe moves, he still gets it. Probably needs to write a book.
Oh, good conversion. Delay wake up.
So unconventional play from Ryu Apprentice, giving him an edge here. I think quite a number of the rounds Ryu Apprentice has taken on the game, he had to play differently from what you would naturally expect.
Good damage, good damage. He burns the meter to try and get the damage deficit low. Ryu Apprentice unable to close that out. He pops his V trigger. He's going to be looking for that headbutt. He gets it. Takes the round.
Nu on chat is relieving his days of pain from playing this Chun-Li. Says it is taking him 2 generations of Street Fighter to fight this Chun-Li.
NineFools ain't no fool. He does know what he's doing. That's for sure.
A lot of people might think the NineFools is referring to him, but he's probably possibly talking about the NineFools he has beaten and bagged in his fight back.
I think we'll have to ask him in the post-match
Most definitely.
interview. 8 games to 5. Ryu Apprentice staying alive, staying in there, not getting blown out. A very good showing from both players. Ryu Apprentice trying to mount pressure as much as he can. NineFools shutting down that pressure every time he gets with his Chun-Li V reversal.
We must give credit to Ryu
Good
Apprentice. This is
anti-air.
8-5. We must give credit to him. This is 8-5. Most people get devastated, demolished in the first to 10 with NineFools Chun-Li, and he just has a 3-game deficit. He's done a lot of work, quite not so evident, but just look at the scores. And he seems to be adapting game on game. He started at a 4-1.
I don't know why he didn't keep up the pressure there though. Chun-Li did not have an EX reversal when he had that in the corner, and he didn't have enough V gauge to even be reversal,
Yeah,
but he backed off.
Yeah, but
I
sometimes
think he's used to him getting shut down. He didn't even check the
exactly
resources.
one of the things conditioning does, and also you need to be wary about that. You're playing NineFools. His wake up buttons are extremely quick, and he can get you with a light confirms into legs. So
If you miss your timing, you're
Exactly.
going to suffer. And his anti-airs have been
on
top
point.
notch throughout this competition between the two of them. NineFools on the left with Chun-Li, Ryu Apprentice on the right with E Honda. This is a match between the persons and the character. NineFools Chun-Li versus Ryu Apprentice E Honda. We do not expect to see either of them change characters, because the sole reason why they are here for this Clear Your Doubt series is to actually see how each of their main characters do against one another.
Ryu Apprentice has also been applying his crouching medium punch a lot now, which has been giving him some damage, not just cheap damage, but actual damage, one here, one there, and then they're all adding up to make his comeback.
Certainly is adding up, because now he's just on a 2-game deficit.
Exactly. So they appear little, but hey, they're giving a lot. And if you watch, his crouching medium, his medium punch, he's doing a lot. Far-reaching button, but also giving him a little bit of space to be able to push Chun-Li back when she's all up in your face.
I'm sure you can hear some of our spectators, our live spectators here, going crazy in the background. They're really enjoying the battle, the combat, what's happening, and the entertainment thus far. We're sure that our viewers on stream are also enjoying the content coming out to you. It is our pleasure, and we do share our thanks to all our supporters shown on screen right now. Shout out to Goodwill Gaming for putting this together. Goodway is championed by legendary Ainsland, one of the most active tournament organizers in the Nigerian FGC. He's been out there for a long time. He's been doing it, keeps it going, and brings us sweet combat such as with this one. Shout out to Nigeria FGC, supporting one another all the way. Fighters connect, keeping players connected, and keeping their stats recorded. Game Evo Lounge, giving everybody a place to go to. Beluch, giving everybody a place to train.
Take that.
Comics. Go Connect Media.
And what we have is a one-game deficit. Gradually, Ryu Apprentice is getting to adapt, understanding exactly how to fight Chun, taking those damages as you can get them, not looking for the setup play style. Okay, I set this up, I set that up, I put you in a particular space, frame trap. No, whenever I get the opportunity, I take the little damage here and there. Honda also having a good health is giving him the opportunity to be able to at least match that. Now we have it at 8-7.
This is actually very interesting to see these two go at it. NineFools go up so high in lead, and Ryu Apprentice bring it all the way back from a 6-2, I believe. And now it's 8-7.
And whenever he gets in, he makes sure I take the maximum damage possible.
Punished. Apprentice trying to get something going. Gets sucked
Just
into the
until
EX
now,
legs.
Slight lead is in favor of Ryu Apprentice. Now we have even pushed that further back.
That was a gruesome mistake from Ryu Apprentice, who
and
comes
he
back
recovered.
with exactly the same mistake he made the other time. Paid for it twice, but the second time he actually loses the round. The anti-air still on point for NineFools, not allowing Ryu Apprentice get away with any careless jumps. Ryu Apprentice trying to confirm his links are not tight enough. Gets pushed away once again.
You see those light buttons not letting you any space for nothing.
Hits the overhead once again.
Now, whoa, what a way to punish that. What a way to punish that. So we have it at 9-7.
So either this ends here or the drama starts from here.
One of the things I've enjoyed about this particular set is the pace. Very quick pace.
Very good decision there from Ryu Apprentice. Pushed out to the middle now. No longer in corner pressure threat. Good air to air. Keeps the pressure going, but as usual, NineFools not having it.
Oh, caught him while he was trying to charge up. And then NineFools has been calling out his headbutts, although not in a position to punish it, but just
to avoid it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a conditioning, because for every time he jumps with the legs, the legs in the air, Ryu Apprentice attempts to anti-air. At some point, he will You want to wait for the legs before he anti-airs and then he gets hit.
Doubt point for NineFools. If he takes this round,
lovely.
that's it. Crush counter from Ryu Apprentice.
Oh, look
Dash
at the
in for
damage.
some damage.
Just look at the damage. 2 of those and then Honda has the game in his hand.
Certainly in
Has the
Apprentice's
round.
favor.
Oh,
but
lovely. On the start off, got him with a grab. Oh, nice.
Very good read on that.
the dash.
Good conversion
And that's
from
it.
NineFools. And that's all she wrote. It is done.
And
The
this
defender,
round
the
has been
first
cleared.
defender to hold his crown. And the first challenger to lose his set. Doubts cleared. No ambiguity. No trash talking. I'm actually looking forward to what the
But being honest,
2 of them will have
we
to
must
say.
give it to Ryu Apprentice 10-7. I'm not so sure he has played so much of Chun-Li. So majority of what we see here is him adapting on the fly. And also, are they trying to make a name for himself? 10-7 is a really good score line, if you ask me. Playing against NineFools Chun-Li, very quick. Doesn't give you any opportunity to build your game. Very reversals you, cashes in on the chip damage he gets from that, making sure upon wake up, yours or his, he has a way to kill off your frame advantage. It was a really tough match if you ask me, but Ryu Apprentice did good, but definitely NineFools held his own.
For someone who has been looking to go up against a Chun-Li so he could learn Chun-Li, I think that was a fantastic showing.
Exactly.
I mean, for him, to the best of my knowledge, this was not a case of I can beat your Chun-Li. It's more like bring your Chun-Li so I can learn this matchup. And NineFools have been keeping him away for so long. Now he's been able to give him that match. Let's see what they have to say as we call Ryu Apprentice to the bench to join us for a short interview so we can hear from him how the match went, how he felt, how things happened. So, Mr. Ryu Apprentice, you are welcome.
That's me.
So, 10-7. Can you tell us what failed in your strategy? What do you think went wrong?
Actually, nothing went wrong. Everything went according to plan.
Any specific areas where you think you dropped the ball?
Well, minus reacting to the EX legs and the V reversals. Nah.
So what was your goal in this match, and would you say you achieved your aim?
Yeah, sure. Chun-Li is one of arguably one of the worst Thunder matchups in the game. Second only to Fang. So I'm like, what's the best way to measure my my growth? Like, let me take on the worst matchup I can find. This was it. I'm actually impressed I got to 7 actually. Very impressed.
We're impressed too. We were quite surprised you got to 7, to the point where we were actually thinking maybe you could take this. But I mean, at a point, it was clearly obvious that NineFools adapted very well, switched things up. I can't take anything away from either of you, because he would switch things up, you would read, adapt as well. He was clearly very strong in his confidence with Chun-Li, and he knew his character very, very well. That was obvious.
Yeah, very true. I'll give him that.
So how do you feel about the results in general?
Of the whole period out?
Yes.
Well, a few surprises here and there, but most expected. And what I'm actually looking forward to the next match, that result will actually, something that I really want to find out as well, and also Island and Sphinx. But I was kind of surprised that Icebox won though.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. as
Although
well.
not taking away from him, I thought it was going to go Luke, but he doesn't want to write down Luke.
We all thought so.
Everybody's writing on Luke right now. As we all know, Capcom NA, the first CPT qualifier for the main Capcom was won by Luke. So everybody be like, Luke is OP, left Luke, but I think he's okay. Look at that.
All right, and thanks so much for your time, and thank you for joining us today. We hope you had fun playing as much as we had fun watching.
No problem.
So there you have it from Ryu Apprentice giving us a few words. We have our next match getting ready. But while that is happening, we're going to call NineFools to the table.
NineFools.
Where's the game reset?
Okay, the visual. Show them. Yeah, the visual.
So NineFools is here for our interview, our post-match interview. He just went up against Ryu Apprentice. Ryu Apprentice was the challenger, and NineFools came out victorious, 10 games to 7. Hello NineFools, how are you? Thanks for joining us on our panel table.
It's nice to be here.
One moment, ladies and gentlemen, let's just see if we can clear some of the background so you can hear our commentary properly. Alrighty then, let's get back to it. So, NineFools, Mr. Shegun, you finally came out with your Chun-Li. You finally allowed Ryu Apprentice to sample your Chun-Li. He's been begging for so long, and you have refused until he brought you to clear your doubts and said, I'm not just challenging you, I'm challenging your Chun-Li. I don't care if it's a bad matchup, I want that Chun-Li. How do you feel about the results?
Well, I'm not exactly too happy with the result because it came a bit close. I was hoping to give him like 10-7, 10-3, 10-5 or something, but actually I was a bit scared because knowing Apprentice and his love for frame data, and he's very dangerous. You notice at the beginning of the match, after I lost the first match, I wanted to quickly gain his momentum. At least let me do 5 straight so that I could slow down the game and play at a favorable pace where I could zone his character. Because I didn't want him coming close to me at all.
Okay, so currently now you have Tequila Blonde and Kevin the Kid just going into a button check in the background. The match has actually not started, so we continue our interview. So is there anything that Ryu Apprentice did that surprised you?
Well, really, I'm not really surprised because basically what he played was what I was expecting. I was expecting him to come in to play with top form. But I would say that maybe we need to play more so that I can improve the matchup because it was very close there, 10-7, the very, very close match. I started getting afraid when he started carrying my gear Russell, and I really didn't want him coming close to me at all for any reason. You know, I tried as much as possible not to style in the game at all. I was just going with my basics because I was afraid that if I drop anything, Ryu Apprentice would give me the max damage. You know,
We saw that because we noticed you were not thrifty with your V reversals at all. Every chance you got, get off me. You know, that was awesome. So would you say your strategy overall worked? Or was there somewhere you think maybe you dropped the ball?
I think I was kind of lucky. I was kind of lucky because I think Apprentice really doesn't have like an advantage in terms of experience. Right, there were a lot of stuff that he had advantage over me that he didn't really capitalize on. He didn't do much to get in. You know, I kept him at a distance, and that distance was what ultimately made me win. So I think maybe with more experience, we could play more. Because it is one of the characters one of the players I respect the most. Like, so I'm happy that I beat.
I'm happy that we got to see you guys play as well. And of course, I mean, that's why Apprentice also wanted to play you. He wanted to improve his matchup knowledge. He also wanted to like see how good his E-Honda was, as he said. And he said he wanted to test it against one of the worst matchups he has. Yeah, he beat Chooks as well in the last gamer tournament. He knocked him out of the... Chooks didn't make top 8. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. Right now, we're going to be going into some of the videos we have lined up for you leading up to the next match. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us today. Please stay tuned and keep watching. Oh, that's true. We have to bring NineFools. Please come back. We had a question that we wanted to ask you. Sorry, I forgot to ask you that question. While you were playing, we were making a lot of fun with your name, and we were wondering, how did you come up with that name? What's the reference? NineFools.
Okay, so there are two basic explanations. The first one was like a couple of years ago. I was trying to register on Marvel.com.
Okay.
Trying to like get references and read some comics. And I tried all the known passwords. I used Call from Final Fantasy VIII. I used so many names. I couldn't enter. I was like, okay, what name can I put? What username can I use that nobody else would want to use, that can never be taken? So like 10 fools this sounds right. So 9 fools.
Ah.
Yeah. So, but the basic meaning of the name is I picked nine fools to show how much work I need to do. Because if you see yourself as a stupid person, then you will want to grow to become a better person. So 9 fools are 9 stupid idiots. You know, so that just humbles me to let me know my level. And I still have a long way to go. And 9 fools.
That's a little close to what Pap Jalem was saying, that NineFools, maybe it's the 9 fools you had to walk over when you were building up your power.
Greatness. Yeah, you have to
into greatness, yes.
To become a better person.
So we tried, we came close. We came close. Thank you so much for being with us, bro. Stay with us. We still have a lot of matches coming up. Right now, we're going to take a quick break, come back, and we'll be expecting to have Tequila Blunt and Kevin the K.I.D go at it. A very highly anticipated match. We'll be watching their pre-match interviews before we actually go into the fights themselves. Stay tuned and keep yourself entertained right here at Goodwill Gaming. Tequila Blunt.
Good afternoon, sir, and how are you today?
Well, I'm cool. It's a nice day.
Good to have you with us. Can you tell us who you are and who you've come here to pretty much try to destroy?
Okay, my name is Theodore, but my gamer tag is Tequila Blonde. I'm up against K.I.D, my main man Kevin, like top 3 in Nigeria right now. So that's about it.
K, looks like you want to take that spot, right? Any predictions on the outcome of this match?
Let's just wait and see. I don't want to be too forward right now, but I feel that I'm gonna destroy him. Basically, he's my boy. Of course, he's my boy. We've been playing for like 10 years, and I always destroy him. But it's a 5, you know.
Okay, that took a dramatic turn from humility to some serious confidence. Any strategy you plan to adopt?
Well, my game playing style is basically laid back. Watch what he's doing. I'm trying to counteract, I think.
Okay, let's see how it goes then.
Okay.
All the best. See you later.
All right. Thank you.
So that was Tequila Blonde giving us some of his thoughts before the match. We're going to hear from Kevin the Kid next. Thank you all for staying on stream. Oh, by the way, shout outs to one of the godfathers of Shaolin, currently on stream, Mr. Bonja, Bolaji Akombi. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the comments, Mr. ABA. I do appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun. This is how it is when you're having so much fun. You know, calling matches for these fantastic players. You have no other option but to just do your best. You can see I'm sweating here under AC because the pressure is so much. The atmosphere is so electric. We're going to see Kevin the Kid go up against Tequila Blonde, one of the most anticipated matches in this particular series that we have for Play Your Doubt, Season 2, Act 1, 2022. Brought to you by Goodway Gaming, supported by so many members of the Nigerian FGC. And we thank you all our viewers. We're going to take our interview from Kevin the Kid right now.
Good afternoon there, sir. And how are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Nice to have you with us. And could you tell us who you are and who you're facing off against in this Play Your Doubt series?
Yeah, my name is Kevin Durst, K.I.D, gamer tag. I'll be facing off against Tequila Blonde, Dio. Yeah, so that's the matchup right now.
Okay, any predictions for this particular match? Because I hear there's quite a bit of rivalry between the two of you. I mean, it's Play Your Doubt, so.
Yeah, well, I don't say there's rivalry between us, but my prediction is obviously I'm going to win. I mean, it's going to be a straight up, it's going to be a nice game. I'm going to go like 10-6 probably, or 10-4. I don't know how it goes, but yeah, most likely.
Some good confidence there. Any strategies you plan to adopt for this particular match?
Actually, I do have a strategy, I'm going to go aggressive against Dio, against Tequila Blonde. Strictly aggressive.
All out.
All out.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see your match. Thanks for sitting with us for a few minutes.
No problem.
Look forward to your match.
Right.
Take care.
And that was the Kid giving us a few words before his match. So we're going to have that start in just a few moments. Without further ado, we'll be showing you guys, these guys that are getting ready to go head to head. Tequila Blonde showing in the fighter screen on the right. Kevin K.I.D on the left. These two have been in the scene for quite a long time. They know each other well. They have both dominated at one point or the other. Tequila Blonde playing Gil on the left, and Kevin the K.I.D playing Karen on the right. Both of them not wasting any time, going to their main characters straight up. We're expecting this to be a highly technical match between the two of them. These two leave 0 damage on the table. When they see an opportunity, they hit their confirms and they're optimal with their damage. Let's see how they're able to perform between one another. Kevin putting him on notice once again with that EXTP. I have it, I will use it. Tequila Blonde, not phased. Drops his combo, but let's see if he's able to close it out one way or another. He backs up, building a little bit of meter there before taking that round. Tequila Blonde sitting on almost a full super meter there, so he's gonna have his critical act anytime. Now he's got it. That becomes a threat on the field. The kid now has to take precautions in how he sets up his counter hits on the offense. He's able to get the stun. Very good calm play coming in from the kid, taking him all the way to the corner, mounting that pressure. Tequila Blonde popping that V trigger. Will K.I.D be able to keep him in the corner and take this round? Or is Blonde going to take his first game? Going under that fireball, not one to stay behind. Pops the super, gets... Oh my goodness! He actually drops that combo, that punish rather. He should have taken that round already, but somehow Tequila Blonde made another error and Kevin capitalized.
I guess it's Barca de Salah. He tried to share it one of them. So let's see how that goes.
Shout out to our Muslim brothers, by the way, celebrating today.
Yeah. This is one of the matches that we've been waiting for. 2 technical players, one aggressive, the other one very defensive and heavy on punishing errors and mistakes. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so first game to K.I.D. and Tequila Blonde yet to register a score on the board.
Tequila Blonde, the challenger in this particular matchup. It's a first to 10 wins. We see who takes this long set. We hope you're having fun watching these two goats go at it.
To play Gil, you really have to be somewhat technical. And I like the fact that Tequila Blonde has a very good grasp and understanding of how to use the character. Very little opportunity he gets, he deals as much damage as he can, and hey, keeps enough meter to keep himself very safe to kick off the next round. Doesn't overcommit, doesn't undercommit.
Oh, beautiful reaction there. Didn't matter which fireball came out, that would have gone through and hit. He didn't actually confirm, but he did push him towards the corner, trying to mount some kind of pressure. Tequila Blonde does have meter to burn, but you know Gil doesn't really have that reversal option to use, so he's definitely going to keep the pressure on, try for those frame traps. Exactly. What's he doing next? It's the neutral jump, doesn't hit. Tequila Blonde takes the hit, takes a grab. Whoa! Kevin takes the round.
This is going a round apiece until someone takes the decider at the end of it all.
Yeah. I wonder if this high is gonna go all the way, because I don't know if I can survive 10 games like this.
Well, the fans are actually waiting and wishing it goes this all the way. I just hope the points are shared as best as they can across both players.
Speaking of the fans, shout out to Mr. Shola Shadik Bear, Uncle Shola B, one of the grandfathers in the Nigerian FGC.
What a damage from Gil. Lovely. Shout out to Erabo Ibie. Shout out to Isaiah Udo, Oku James. Thank you all for staying with us on stream and also dropping comments. Wow, Shimmy.
Kevin getting some
really good at doing the stream. 3 frame from Gil always helps to interrupt quite a number of those strings. So who's taking this?
Good job with carrying, closing in that half screen gap just to reduce the potential of the B trigger disturbance. this could go.
Oh, and he goes through.
Good reaction from Kevin.
I was about to ask if that was the optimal damage he could have gotten from that jump in cross-up combo, but I noticed that he saved the bar just in case he couldn't kill. He could do the invisible move through the fireball. Which he did. It's 2-0 up. K.I.D on the board. 2. Tequila Blonde 0. But take nothing away from Tequila Blonde. He has been giving K.I.D a run for this.
Both players very, very conscious of one another's resources and adjusting their play styles based on what the other person has in store.
Wow. The long reach of Gil, well utilized, is always going to be a problem for any contender, any opponent.
It can be very annoying if you allow him to pull you with that. Oh, it goes for the mix.
Wow.
Confirms into the super.
Now, this CA does
Is this gonna kill? No.
It's close. Well enough damage.
Get some
Not
chip
much
out there.
stealing, and he has the lead in health.
So it's worth noting that when Gil has his V trigger, he has a good anti-air as well as a good zoning tool he can use. But of course, Kevin once again meter to be able to deal with that.
Bolaji Flow Show in the chat, in the stream chat, we see you.
Tequila Blonde, Gil trying to keep that corner pressure up, not wanting Kevin's carrying to come out. Pushing out that fireball, covering the airways and try in case it's right.
That was
Kevin with the Hail Mary. He pays for it. Loses the round. And once again, we're down to the third round.
I can't, like we said it, this is the match to watch out for. Because, hey, two very technical players. One very attack-based, the other one not so defensive, but he waits on what you're going to do, mess up with it, and then you get punished for it. And we could see that happen at the end of that round where K.I.D went on a DP, YOLO DP, and he got punished for it. Now we're down to the third round, air to air.
It seems Kevin is not fazed by the two YOLO DPs that he missed.
No,
because he still did one just a moment ago that worked out for him. Well, and Tequila Blonde responded with his own YOLO EX movie as well. So these two don't care about what you've done. I'm still going to play my game.
Style. Yeah. Sometimes that mentality is required to take the game from your opponent.
Yeah. Kevin might have 2 games to 0, but make no mistake, every round has been close.
He has been made to work for it.
Both of them sitting on an appreciable amount of critical art gauge. Kevin,
what I see here is Tequila Blonde
another one
trying to bait out the yes, which he successfully did.
2-1, Tequila Blonde finally puts a point on the board. Are we in for yet another family game? We've had one family game, we've had one near family game, but we've had all the matches, or rather all the matchups we've had have been top notch, really entertaining. But this particular one is drawing blood from my nose. Tequila Blonde keeping that pressure on. Kevin trying to shimmy out something from Tequila Blonde. He doesn't bite, but he still finds his way in. MC jump doesn't work, but he catches the crouching light. Still on the offense, gets the DZ. Get a little bit more damage. What's the mix? Tequila Blonde with the neutral jump doesn't help so much. Kevin closing it out with the grab.
K.I.D is playing Karen like she never got nerfed. Yes, she received some nerfs. Her crouching medium kick, which used to be very the crouching medium kick or the crouching medium punch used to be very dangerous. So he's exploring other options, a lot of cross-ups.
Yes, the knee drop has been working very well as an anti-air and anti-air for Tequila Blonde. He's been using it raw as well as EX. But the kid takes the 4th game in this encounter, 3 games to 1. Tequila Blonde sticking with Gil and not going to Bison.
Wow, nice punish.
Whoa. You can see these two characters know their frames.
They respect what they need to respect, and then they challenge what you should challenge. Lovely.
Oh my goodness.
The DP appeared to be YOLO, but man, hey.
I'm in.
They call the box.
I call Reed.
Yeah.
He baits out the EX. Now he can throw his fireballs if he has the chance. To keep that zone in, the anti-air.
One of the things Tequila Blonde has been doing real great is anti-airing.
I like the fact that he stays in the presence of mind to know that now that Kevin doesn't have his EX as an option, he might want to jump.
Yes.
So he just had that slight delay, like he was going to throw a fireball. Kevin jumped and then success.
So he baited out the jump and then
took him out.
Like he has always been consistent with the anti-air. He does it.
Oh, beautiful movement from Kevin going underneath, trying to cause confusion. Tequila doesn't bite though and stays alive in this match. Still pushing the corner, but eats the crouching light kick.
Final round. K.I.D is not phased about the anti-air and still keeps trying to mix up that.
The problem with watching people play at this level is you don't know what somebody is taking deliberately to condition the other. Oh, he did not continue that. I'd have expected he would confirm. These guys hardly ever not confirm. Retribution coming into play there. One of the buffs that Gil got. Nice. Woo! Surprising from the air with the knee dive.
Gil wins. Round 1.
Karin seems to be doing the job right now, but Tequila Blonde is still not out. Hanging in there, only by 1 lost deficit. Kid with his jump in. Tequila Blonde trying to bait something, gets hit. Responds in kind.
Yeah, try to bring out the EX with the armor just in case.
Kid gets corner pressure.
Attack.
Keeps it going. Good damage. Mix. Into the grab.
One more hit for stun.
Goes for the overhead but fails. Tequila Blonde now pushing him out of the corner. A Kara EX from the kid. Wow. Already pushed Tequila Blonde to the corner. The kid probably reading the fireball wrong there. Still on the offense though. Good damage. Good life lead. Tequila Blonde now is back. Pushing back. Takes a hit. Oh, the Schmicks failed. Tequila Blonde realized what he did there.
Aware. Tequila Blonde is well aware.
Yeah. Kevin not ready to deal with that fireball pressure, but he now goes back in range to be able to respond. Now he has no EX, so he has to back off, but he's just about to build it. Now he has it for his response, and he does has V-trigger, but Tequila Blonde has full critical art. What's gonna happen in this round? Oh my goodness! To say that he was not 2 times in the past, it has worked 3 for 3. Beautiful exchange between these two. Kevin going up 4 games to 2. This has been a lovely match to watch.
Lovely, it's done so quick. What does Tequila Blonde make out of this? Wow. Quick rise into
Kevin going to come back. Tries the shimmy. Tequila Blonde. Oh, Kevin unable to confirm there. He was actually able to get the counter hit, but he couldn't confirm it into good damage. 40. Tequila Blonde going back to establish neutral play. The kid trying to get in, but getting hit by Tequila Blonde, who is able to convert that and keep good distance, though he gets himself into the corner. The kid is not going to relent. He burns the meter, gets a little bit more damage, tries the Sphinx, misses
Lovely.
it,
Closes
hits
it out
the critical
with the
arc for
CA.
big damage. Closes out that round and closes out that game. 4 games to 3. Tequila Blonde not far behind. He refuses to be left behind. These two also refuse to change their characters, sticking to their guns. Ooh, a drop.
I think the distance from that wouldn't have even made it
To connect.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are actually correct. EX, no EX, no meter. Now he does have meter and he pops the EX. He also has V trigger.
Wow.
Doesn't need it.
Finds his space in that and then he jabs him out of that.
Imagine the concentration on your resources. The moment he had the meter, he burns it. 2 of them looking very relaxed in their matches right now. Not phased at all, just staying focused, doing their job. Kevin the Kid getting the stun, going in for a little more damage. Does the shimmy, it finally works.
Whoa!
Called the Waka Back
5-2,
Special
5-3,
in the Niger FGC.
K.I.D wins. Round 1. Fight.
Beautiful match watching these two. Kevin up 5 games to 3. Beautiful anti-air.
Wow.
Gets the dizzy. Decides to change corner. Doesn't close out. It would be painful if we get Kevin win this now. He's still on the offense. Keeping the corner pressure with the V reversal. Staying in control.
Follow up on that.
I don't even know if he expected that to hit.
No, he parried actually.
Oh my goodness, that must have been so disheartening to now die to a simple crouching light punch. He must have pressed too late or gone for a backdash or something. I don't know what happened there. I feel like I'm watching a painting happen in front of me. Both of them are walking in and out of each other's space so carefully. Oh, the jump in failed because he pressed the kick too early. Maybe he was expecting Tequila Blonde to go in the air and went for an air-to-air instead. But he still has common advantage. That's Kevin using Karen. Let's see if he can build his pressure back now that everything seems to have calmed down back into neutral game. Tequila Blonde with the neutral jump. Blocked by Kevin the Kid. Kevin Karen, he did say his plan was to just stay offensive. And Tequila Blonde was ready to respond with some technical mixes of his own.
Yeah, looking at the personality of the kid, I'm not sure he's someone who would also want to stay back and let you approach him. He wants to bring the game to you.
For sure.
So, the offensive style fits him, suits him, and he's picked characters that, or has picked the character now that encourages his offensive style of play.
Ooh, surprise! Confirmed? No! Tequila Blonde's Gil backing up all the way into the corner. Don't ask me why. Kevin on the offense gets the hit, confirms. EX. Wow, the shimmy! Whoa! Takes it once again with the Waka back special.
So what do you think? Trying to play defensive and the counter-attack approach and try to go offensive, going by that route.
Honestly, I don't even know why Tequila Blonde backdashed himself to the corner all the way from the other corner. I thought he was going to try and keep the offense, wait for Kevin to make a mistake or force him to make a mistake.
Yeah.
But instead, he threw himself in the corner and put himself in a position where Karen wants you to be in the corner. In the corner. She's very heavy on pressure, has a lot of pokes that she can use to counter hit you before you get to hit her, and has a lot of advantage, as you saw there. If you keep an eye on the mid right corner of Karen, on the far right, you see a lot of counter hits pop up. Kevin has been hitting a lot of those counter hits, giving him the advantage to hit combos that you normally wouldn't have been able to hit
those
if he
open up
didn't
new
get
combo
those
routes
counter hits
and
to
all.
come in. 6 games to 4, Kevin goes
Still
on.
a pretty close one.
Still a close one.
If Tequila Blonde takes this next one, it's going to be 6-5, just 1 game deficit. So.
Oh, nice read. Doesn't confirm. Gets the hit.
Every time Tequila plays conservative, punishes errors, doesn't overextend, he seems to have a very huge advantage in that game, round or the game in entirety.
Beautiful confirm from Kevin, the K.I.D. Finishing his combo, walking down his opponent, pops the V-trigger, goes for the wall grab.
Picks him up the start of frame of that particular EX move.
Why hit what you can throw? We haven't really seen a lot of parry game coming in from Tequila Blonde. But then again, Kevin hasn't really been jumping in to warrant that, and he hasn't been attacking recklessly or predictably enough for the parries to come into play. The grab keeps the pressure on. It is his turn. Let's go. Good interrupt. What's up and grabs? Theodore seems to be leaning a little bit more on fundamental play right now, optimizing his damage, but approaching with caution, being very fundamental heavy right now. Kevin with the Waka back special, the game doesn't work. Hail Mary EX fails.
And what I noticed as well that Tequila Blonde tried to do was not fall for any shimmy this time.
Yeah.
He stayed put. I'll take the throw instead. Unfortunately for him, the throws didn't come. Were more of shimmy-based attack approach, and he got the round.
He's lost like 2 or 3 games to the shimmy.
Yeah.
In fact, 4 games I would say. 3 to the Waka back special, and 1 to the neutral jump shimmy. Oh, beautiful confirm. Gets good damage, walks back a bit for that spacing. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the audience is able to see what I'm seeing, all the micro walks forward and backwards, trying to bait some kind of reaction from Tequila Blonde, and the rock solid mental fortitude of Tequila Blonde not to touch a button at the times when Kevin does that. I am pressing buttons here and I'm not even playing.
He has determined in his heart that I'm not going down by shimmies.
Good confirm. Goes by overhead, it fails. Tequila Blonde time to fight his way out of the corner. So far getting some good success. The kid, via reversal, pushes him back in.
Nice.
Tequila Blonde ever successful with the knee press.
Yes, yeah.
Oh! Walk up and that was walk up and pick. Like I haven't taken out the trash.
Pick very funny. Just picks you up.
Yeah, like some trash on the field.
Counter hit everywhere.
Final round. Fight.
Wow, 7 games to 4. Kevin the Kid is up.
Sweep punish sweep. Nice game by Tequila Blonde. He's having this in the bag. Hopefully he doesn't make an error that allows K.I.D. get a comeback on him. Okay. Oh, counter again. Drops that. K.I.D. drops that into a grab, another grab, forward grab, back and forward grab, respectively. Whoa! And for the first time, his knee drop anti-air whips and he gets punished. And that gives K.I.D. 8 games to 4. 8 games to 4, yeah.
Fight.
Let's see how this goes. Kid anticipating a shoulder rush there,
Not
which
much
didn't come.
of the use of the V.
Oh, beautiful
Wow.
cross-up jump in there. Converts it beautifully into good damage. Presence of mind to watch out for that reversal there. He gets the dizzy, gets a bit more damage, but the mix counter hit. I did tell you, watch out for that mid-screen. You will see a lot of that written there, counter hit. He's been getting a whole lot of that using carrying with so many frame traps.
Okay,
That air-to-air knee press again. Kevin throw to the corner, only to be met by Tequila Blonde's throw. Kevin the Kid with carrying Tequila Blonde with Gil on the left side of your screen. Gil sitting on almost a full critical art gauge as well as the full V trigger. He doesn't need it.
What would you have thought if Tequila Blonde had gone with this skill 1? Would it have been a probable?
I can't really
V-skill
say because
for this matchup, because I'm not seeing much of the use of V skill 2 here. He's not parrying, and so he's.
I don't think he's going to see much use with this skill 1, considering the playstyle from Karen right now. The jump-ins are not careless. It's not going to be easy to read any kind of parry.
Wow.
You can see the confirm into critical art there. Every action taken is deliberate. But when he does use the V skill, notice that Kevin tends to chill because he uses it to create space. Kevin doesn't want to run into it because that's an easy way to get retribution. And you take some serious damage if that happens.
K.I.D wins.
Wow.
The kid
9-4.
takes this game 9 games to 4. So Norma has already come by. Oh no. If he wins this, then he gets a Norma. Because it's 4 straight wins. He hasn't been able to get 5 straight wins because Tequila Blunt keeps putting scores on the table. He does the waka back, doesn't work. Tequila Blunt fighting his way out of the corner. The kid definitely wants to keep him in that corner because that is where Karen is most devastating with all her flame traps. But Tequila Blunt responding with his own flame trap, pushing Kevin to the corner, doesn't bother to confirm that hit, but instead picks up the trash
grab
once again.
Pretty good damage from that.
Tequila Blunt not wanting to take that. He doesn't go for retribution. Okay. The kid now has corner advantage once again with the counter hit.
Whoa.
Gets good damage. Another whacker back. Seems to rely on it a lot. Tequila Blunt is not responding to it though. Good grab. Back to the corner. Tequila Blunt.
Wow.
Tries
Second
to get
time
out.
he need drop has.
But eats the throat.
And he's taking damage. Devastating damage from that.
Doubt points for Kev. The kid. Tequila Blunt needs to win 6 straight rounds. Or games rather. In order to take this. Play Your Doubt. Season 2. Act 1. 2022. Coming to you live from Goodway Gaming. All the way from Game Evo Lounge. One of our supporters and sponsors for the stream you're watching right now. Shout outs to all our viewers as well as our live audience. Sorts it out. 10-4. Beautiful conversion from Kev, the K.I.D. to close out that formidable match. I can't even speak anymore. Like, the pressure it has me tongue-tied. I have no more command of English language. I do not know how I'm going to conduct the next interviews that are about to happen. I cannot wait to hear from these two. That was a fantastic match. We hope you had fun watching it as much as we did. Oh, sure. It was schmicks after schmicks after shimmy after shimmy. One waka back after the other. And Theo played a very rock solid game. But Kevin was just the better man today. Beautiful match, beautiful showing. We have just one more match for you coming in a little later, but first we're going to have our interview with our players that just played now. Kevin the K.I.D. will be joining us first. Tequila Blunt will join us thereafter. Mr. Kevin, can we have you for a moment, please?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I can see you still have the nerves. Your hands are like shivering.
Bro, adrenaline.
Oh my goodness.
I really wanted to give him that 10. I give him 10 for. I thought I was going to give him 10 for, didn't I?
No, you said 10-6 actually. So I think you predicted it. You said it should be like 10-4, but you'll be conservative and say maybe 10-6. So I guess we could say maybe you predicted it right. So how do you feel about your victory? That match was fantastic to watch.
You guys enjoyed it, huh?
Yeah. It was delicious. It was delicious.
It was good, but I felt, I had the adrenaline running through my body. My hands are shaking a little bit, so I couldn't get most of my combos right. But It was a fun match, but I could have done a lot better. That's for sure.
Do you think your strategy, I can't speak because I have the shakes as well. Do you think your strategy worked overall?
Yeah, of course, of course.
So you were able to do what you planned?
Yeah. My plan was to first of all pick Kai, not Sagai, because it's easier fighting Theo's Gil with Kai, because I can with punish his normals.
I mean, somebody on stream said you don't even need to bring the king. Karen got this.
The princess.
So, is there anything you saw from Theo that surprised you that you didn't expect?
Nope. I expected everything.
You expected
Nothing
everything you
different,
saw. Is there anything you did that you were disappointed with? Anywhere you think you dropped the ball?
Just when I was dropping combos, that's all.
Okay. So, in the performance that you saw, in your opinion, no more doubt, you're the king, right?
Always, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks for coming to speak to us for a while. It was a beautiful match to watch. Both of you were fantastic. And by the way, thank you for the Waka Back special. We saw it like 3 or 4 times. It was beautiful. Beautifully executed. The Waka Back special, all the way from Shaolin. And I'm very happy that one of the Shaolin gods is on stream to see you represent and show exactly how it's done from Shaolin. Thank you so much for being with us. Awesome gameplay. So you heard it from the Kev. He said he executed his strategy. Only problem he had was dropping combos. He had nerves. He was still shaking. My voice is shaking. I can barely speak English. We're going to get Theo over here. I think he's licking his wound somewhere in the back because he did look really disappointed. That match was going very back and forth. We thought it could go anywhere at all, but at some point, the kid just decided, you know what, no more. So at the end of the day, he had his 5 straight and took the game. So we expect someone to dig up Theo from somewhere so we can interview him. But while that is happening, we'll take a short break for commercials. When we come back, we'll still have some pre-match interviews to play for you for people that had played their matches earlier, like Trigger B, SageFox, Sphinx, and the gang. Thanks for being on stream. We will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We were finally able to dig up Tequila Blonde from somewhere where he went. Where did you go, by the way?
Yeah, I went to have a smoke. I feel smoking.
Salt was much, wasn't it?
Nah, I don't feel salty anymore.
Ah, awesome. So how did you feel about the results?
It was to be expected. Kevin is, like top 3 in Nigeria, top 3 in West Africa. And I'm not really, I'm not really into the game like that, but I just play it because it's Street Fighter, but it's just something to play. But Kevin is overall the better fighter, in my opinion, sure.
Well,
so I wasn't really surprised.
For someone who is not really into the game, playing the way you were playing, oh my goodness. So what would you do? Are you being modest or something?
It's not modesty. It's not modesty. It's just, SF5 is not really my thing, but I just indulge because that's what everybody's playing. But
XF6 is around the corner, so
So
we look towards that as well.
Maybe in that game I'll do better. But in SF5, let me just say I'm struggling. And I'm trying to keep up with the Chooks and the Kevins and the Sphinxes and the Ainslands of the FGC,
Is there anything that K.I.D did that you found was surprising or you did not expect?
No, that's classic Kevin. The game you just watched, that's classic Kevin game. Classic kid game. Always aggressive, especially with Karen, always giving you meaties, frame traps and all that. And once you mess up, it gives you combos and your life just...
Yes, we saw a lot of those frame traps coming.
He's very good at that. Very, very impressive.
So, where would you say your strategy failed that you had going into
the
this?
The strategy I use in the game is strategy I pretty much use all the time. Everybody that knows me, the way I fight is the way I fight all the time. I don't really have a strategy. I just try and tough it out, when I see like a chance to do a combo or just do some, some stuff,
Is there anywhere you think that you dropped the ball?
Like I said, this game was more aggressive. I'm a laid-back fighter. I watch and you make mistakes and I capitalize on your mistakes.
Yes.
That's the way I play.
Yes.
I'm not really into lapping or combos or extended orders. I just play the game to my satisfaction. That's why I even use skill. I wanted to enjoy the game.
And we enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I know. It was quite entertaining. Yeah.
We enjoyed it too. I'm still sweating, bro.
Yeah, me too. This is hot, man.
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah,
we had loads of fun watching you two have fun. So thank you so much for coming to season 2.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Act 1, Clear Your Doubt 2022. Thank you for being with us and for staying with the community.
Yeah, man.
It was lovely having you. We look forward to seeing many more matches in other events. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Tequila Blonde. He did have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. In fact, I don't even know. The man now started saying, oh, he's not really playing and all that. That was some high-level gameplay coming in from Tequila Blonde. It was a beautiful match that he had against Kevin. Yes, Kevin might have predicted the results correctly, but anybody who watched that match will agree that no, that was not a blowout by any means. The match was very, very, very tight indeed. So right now we're still going to take a few more pre-fight interviews for players that you've already seen go at it on stream. We had a fight earlier on. Trigger B played. Okay, we did hear from Trigger B initially, but we have SageFox with his Zangief. We're going to hear from him, his pre-fight interview. Stretch as well. Legendary Ainsland, Sphinx, Icebox. Icebox and Ryu Apprentice, we also heard from them. So we're just going to hear from a few of these people so that we can have completion on all the pre-fight interviews that we have for you and all the other information that we have to give to you today. So we hope you've been having fun. We give thanks once again to all our sponsors. We have, of course, the Niger FGC, ever present. Everybody is here supporting one another. We have Beluch, who actually made himself and his abode available for people to come in and train whenever they wanted to, from morning till night. We have Icebox himself supporting, even though he's one of those playing. D-Knight as well, one of our supporters. Ike, YCap, all of them have been big supporters. Sophie Dry Cleaning and Laundry, Green Skin Gaming, and of course, this show is brought to you by Goodway Gaming. So we're having a massive amount of fun here. You can see everybody is having a lot of fun. We actually have people on the other side of this hall with the spectator screen. They were just going crazy here in-house. I hope their voices were not too loud and coming into the stream. We tried to cut it off as much as we could. But anyway, now we're going to move on to some pre-fight interviews. Stay tuned as we play those for you right now.
Good day, sir, and how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
All right then. So what's your name and who are you playing against today?
My name is Ernest Amabola, aka K.I.D. I'll be playing against SageFox.
Okay. Any predictions on the outcome of that match?
Well, SageFox, last time I played him, he's a good player, but I don't think he's going to lose.
So someone has doubts and you intend to clear it. What strategy are you going to employ in order to clear his doubts?
Well, I played him